ñillom pati do fellori men men ka opposite
Easy now, no need to go down. Drop that run, that is how it's done.
Yes, ngal kondo. Gafanya de la partager. Partager le balika. La partager. La partager. Yo no le veo online ya. Vale en inglés. Coca-Cola ning. Ani atu cosa Coca-Cola ka pula lo coco. Coco ning pineapple. Gala aja. Yenyi mi udah mungkin fandan di luar aja. Yo, coba ya lo kalau kono foto warna nale ni bel al kono foto le kelas dinding. Al kata ni suku masion. Pada dia kan deh, badan dia faham bukan fandan di luar. Ngal be kondo 3-4 camera. Yes, dia nenggal jam off net. We are all off. Cristiano Allah dia lebih caring. Baru dia jauh ni off din telefon nak dan lupa nama Cristiano. Yes, momo nala hakolo. Imagine yang telefon tal din na. The series wokono men fang enjoy kan. Yes, dunia le mo nyaba ngalde konto saluto Jango Conte. I greet you all, you know. Nyanjul alla imamu fene mane sane kundam ko bela imamu fene ni amu dawda kan sane yaje dawda kamane ila talibo mun telle karade karamo mun telle Suleiman Sane yes bare mala manding cultural lover zolle yes Mustafa Sane ngal be kondo yes sad lo kolto nyon dara alla ni hip hop kundon menal bafla fanye he mande malli intel todore intel tantawno ya lipa tel kono tawlo kono ale kan tel ki typical manding kolla typical manding ko yes momo kurano ala fa yo la formule ako kulle ako nyaadi le fala ako tan kono ndestan ala no fa ko kulle ate kullu ndestan botam ko alen tambindi ako kafu proud who you are you meant proud wala ndel dara juju wolto ndel sama le tande juju wodo ya del sama juju wolto ndu kan ku ni somanda sede ne gisma bon kan ya fanyalta sila kambendula yalo muna sila kambendu ya sama nya tato e kata juju wolo ko wula jang kono e kata juju wolo jere al kata juju woto al te sayna su kono al te kula al kata fo 2-3 weeks al buke ku al ladino to ka bori mala you know e kata wulol le ko yiri sulo le kal jala wolle e kata wolo ko yali kulu wona mo alfa nyaade le sam hol tan laare e samato tan laare ye tari jilani ado ma mune atine ye laaje do ne alfal tan lori be muna par nyim bi din dum ben yalo be samba le tano to ngade kulon te bala ti ka doren defo le ka yes for the dure nyen dalia this my eva ya sa sabala yes happy day ne nyim bi bu te fandale no kokonos ni pineapple yonne mix ala imagine bukan vandal la yalla ne namu so entar jabu la de nyambu lan ko to ko sabu kala fi ñu ko ne ko kono gaay wadel da ma ko muso jamal dama na fa ko no la ndela kono competition wala de la adama baro no de buka dege do mo sankaranko konde jula no say de dege bulale so anything associated with Gambian de ga bulale say duram fon buka do mo rek ni ngana music ko tala you know duram fon de duram bulale anything associated with Gambian things African things ndengol bulale you know ndel say ndel ka balu jusol la konde jula ndel ka balu jus ne la say domor ko nganda boto because say be diet la yes be diet la yalo sana kunna ko jama be say ni en kono jete yalo ni keta almamo de mu sheko te nyante kono fengel anyway ndem ka konde jula ibe deke wa folla wadu nga melan si deke sambano me say in fact ndel la mol fon wala deke bula say ndel ka futo la tabi del la mol kata da del kata wulo ko ne kata jambo kata nan jeto say ndel deke bula le alla ni deke le ak na mol katu sas ngo momo lafta deke dal konde jula moy deke fresh deke le babulo aman ke any tia ko toti de ye tio me yalon ko ya wutule yalon del bolon ko ka dindi on del le ollo ya yo tia deke sifani o ke durande walla yo ke jamba na ka funya de place asato yalo ja sanyi sungune ni jamal be jale ke yin TikTok te na le ni bal fala ni ku yala ko man tabiru no nga gambe sungune ndola do fa ci se kilo fon ya tabi kam yin TikTok sungune ndoni na le ni ku ya bal fala albetula to ala do mor restaurant ko man tabiru no e kada yin pare ba men be la be yin sanyi ke pere ngal keje e kada yin TikTok e ba be fake ibe fine makeup ni esambe la bungo no bril somanda fo wuraro ibe tarla makeup lela say sunguti ndoni so fale nali atela nyin TikTok fanna pare wala tebe kuma bal fala TikTok e nyini ndoro hani ay hadi si sekil tabo mano e bal fala konko la tek wala nali muso nyina nalta bolon kono na sando dia ko yana say wol katta biro kele bada nyaabe nyin TikTok sungude ndon men lebe jurumare TikTok te nale nyiri konko bal fala le ngal melo e bu katta biriki tilo mu mo be betala do ko dale be nay betala be kop keka be kop do tel yes Pablo white crater nge konde yale te ito fo ko le ate sign andesal sign dindoni sign kambani ndon alla ko mbala falti al ma futu wo fona dialo fan ate la ma futu mo TikTok le de dale ale muso nyene han si sekil tabo mano ila muso manyina tabiro damba ngintana muso ngama ko tabiro le e nyabe na tabiro no bag kana muso ma ko le no wato do len kabbu fitol ke kana muso ma ko boli kuolla wato do len ka fay ko si yeda ha bim fatan laf tabiro ke because yalo nyama nyankata ni benta ke nu ma fe e nyabe tel ke nu malla na muso kadda hal because wato do kabala fa soto yen badal nyaabe ni boy refet ñol mel dal kal fam blandi no ma he suma boyfriend so ko gisé defa refet man boy bu refet la am bare day fa woro e nyaabe ni boy refet ba pare la bal mel la ni boy sul men katule pare la comme ko ke je kol ne ñili yali ñili hani domoro ke pale ta palato ni ne katulo tablo ka de bu kala fa mala fen e bal mu dal ko ha ibal yin ke pare la bal ni furuta ñile hanit domoro ni pare ta la ko jaro fay bu ka ci kanu kala ndi fani fen ko yala se science ko dinu kat la fa suma se aussi because science ko dinu ni furuta ila futu fo ila frensol kam na ko yonal man natalam doma yonal man natalam ala talo kinyala ngaji e ke man ya nyata lo ke ka fo commenter nyon sifale ka fo way ki defa ñulde way sadje kere yaw tame kila yaw bila choose watral malon del sifale del mulun jaw sifale na musol nke mutakun kele because we know the value of the women bara ñim boy sol men yalo ko ke fam pretend comme tele musu wolbe la file telal any woman ni mari ta ni futu ta o ke sifale akamda o musol men fana yamira ko tele nyonte dunya ko bara yalo wol tama ko le wala ibe futala tatti yeso to dumo le ka ibe futala sanji tanza mani lu tanna no ka dal le sai e fana be sekka dula nyinuna bare kewo men yalo ko ye fanje ko am handsome ibe fam fengen woli ni furuta woli e ka batale because munam e ke treat in a way la kaje ko musa nyaabende kan so futu ma ke nyi nyaati ko ben tel sifale ka fa ki way yow sabo sa jikri bi de fanyul de Yes, fole tule ngal konto jamano yal konto black jamano ta muddo challenge do cha anyway natale ka chala mo bindel la jam fritale la jam bi fritale edem jame kan na giranol wa guana men Jamaican Nagirano la moite. Yeah. Jamaican Nagirano will look out for you, they Chris. Nin Jamaican dole ben yo kanja wato wa naga ben football bi la katla la dia volante don ka fa na ka fa ne sana pareta da nga fa ko speak German. Ka wole fa ka fa speak Dutch. Because it is like wagwana mina fala mina ni kweka fula ka one so waka on dunyo ko no malo ga fa ne Germano e benyi angale kan sifa the German they don't understand this wagwana man ko le fa nka you speak real mandinka aka jelele ko I want go Gambia guy you want go Gambia if you want go Gambia you gotta forget about this Jamaican language, speak Mandinka, or you speak Wolof, or you speak German. But with your this nonsense patwa, nobody will. A lot of Gambians speak patwa, guy, yes, a lot of Gambians speak patwa, but the Gambian who are useless speak patwa. Why you say yes, you understand. Gambia will speak Padua. They all maru, they all smoke weed, and they are all lazy. But really, Gambian don't speak Padua. Yala fana wada be football du ko defon jakaran kay defona everyday kana nyim football du la je kana beti play wala jam ngay in fact ite win la because Jamaican they don't kay Jamaican if you know football I know you don't win this because you don't know football man akonye ko the madman kay ko no I'm not a madman Guy, a lot of Gambians speak Patois, guy, yes. A lot of Gambians speak Patois, but the Gambians who speak Patois, them all useless youths, man. You know, okay. Alinga serious. I greet you all. Natal don. Ndesan. Coalition toklale. Natale kadiamo ke comme many alonko UDP la heta solam. What we are Natal don no advice. UDP. We have like yes, like less than 1 year and before the election. Ebe politician ol jelale ebe fintila now. Many alon ko ebe nukunding ila ding ko kono. E man fundi de. They all come out every time. Ni election o bena sila. Ni election o banda ye mente meleng. Walla ko lafta ka UDP punan. Yalon UDP until we are just ordinary supporters. I don't have any position. I'm not holding any position in United Democratic Party. We are just ordinary sympathizers. Okay, ni many yalon ko coalition talk la. They excluded UDP. Ni ila coalition diamul metalenu. Many yalon ko found the supporters all kata searing. These people they can mean for the platform to ila leader soul ka wole foye. So like na sometime ka fo men na ko ha nyil jama fon beje itel be diamula ten bar esa falte diamula ten nyil be nyene fo ka bar ngalo ko ni make esa. They are all 6 and 9 in ila political party leader soul. Because Gambia kono wole muko. Most of these politicians, they hate Ba Hussein. Most of these political leaders, they hate Ba Hussein for no reason. They hate Ba Hussein to be a leader. But in Yantamen understand that none of these people a political leader to banko ka meyanonko. Ite ba fulako I am more competent. I am more competent than lawyer Hussein Dab. Nita nata ni corruption la Carola Ba Hussein that aketa vice president aketa foreign minister. And there are no single allegation against Ba Hussein. May yaloko corruption, ni natane corruption scandal lela. Wasoto man they are not only Gambia but Africa as whole. So wala ginanko, ntele UDP di une alingan kun wulindi. Alin kana so mo yen jutundi na leader la. Alin kana so mo yen frustrating na political party yola. Because muneketa, we have a leader. May yalonko. I have every criterion of leadership I always sort of. Because man banko for the men come to Gambia. But wo banko ni dunia kona ka wole ni. A leader may yanoka honesta. The honesty, the first priority about the leadership wole mu leader la honesty. Ni leader honest and ye banko dunga bulu. Nang ye banko is honest leadership sort of aka banko samba nyatole. At the United Democratic Party ngole sort of. They cannot tell Gambians go. It had a platform to they cannot tell Gambians go. Until na leadership, nina muntela quality different from Ba Hussein. What can they tell you? The only thing they can tell you about Wolomuko Akeba Yatale. Because Gambia we celebrate discrimination. Nina da nintuba bankul beka. Coming discerning about Wolomuko nitata America. Donald Trump be sanji jolle. Donald Trump is 79 years. Next year he's going to 80. It will be serious bank women. It will be bank women the most powerful country, most democratic country, most powerful economic country is America. It can mean for as they claim. But and then this America is a country whereby Gambia dim jamala dream be bank koleka. But American history up to now, you never hear a candidate or president may yaloko below 30 years. But Gambia di bela dream lang kata America. They are spending millions to just to get American visa. They are spending hundreds of thousands just to get American visa. They will never say that, okay, America mu banko ti me yalon ko banko atodun kebal beje marakan tete sila jeto. How many Gambians many yalon ko be fakan de sato kono kana banko ka many yalon ko alfalle beje marakan. Walakin ante na believe momenti. Leadership quality have nothing to do with the age. Yes, age is important. But age jomale important. Madam ite mari be kende ari jato be kende ari mentally you are okay. That is the most important thing adamadi ona balwo kono. Walakin nanka moy hani hadisolla kila ya fa sallallahu alaihi wasallam ako ala inna fi jasad mudqatan. Ija salahat salaha jasad kulluhu ija fasadat fasadat jasad kulluhu. Yes, Mr. Sanenge kondo. Ako adamadi bala fenne beje wala mu organ di subu kunturolo ako na tinyata dron adamadi mu jato bele tinyata bare na data fanan adamadi mu jato bele data regardless of how you look ako wala mu munti wala mu sondo moti ning adamadi mu sondo mo babala ala brain is okay e ba we buka fay ko ite nyim position o maranola in fact mbe dino men no mabi dino kono bi ala nyato ko kunun kila la watola none of those nyaton call funding kyol beje funding kyol le kata kele dulanto funding kyol le ka sembe kolke but the leadership none of them who ni sahbal mem bebe e leadership ke kilente je me yalla ko they were below 40 or 50. That's why some of them spend only 2 years, some of them spend only 5 years. So bar Gambian to la problem momenti wala ko niko youth empowerment teli yamira ko wolum ko youth solle nyanda kala minister position olto youth solle nyanda kala president youth solle nyanda kala vice president youth that's all nonsense mbe tuwabo menya ila leadership altalia jube abemu alfalleti men yalon ko wal mansula dunya la kotake wala tinako ning hajo siyate la leader ka step aside because munamu they are not interested about this world. Because wali yela balwo kele they are okay. Bari ye funding ke uchikana sanji tansaba ama hanifen da mutala balwo fankono. Eka interest munela. Eka interest munela. Wala muko mbe bunjang lola nyame. Mbe musjamal nyine na nyame. Luxurious, this worldless luxurious eka interest wala la funding ke. Adu wala atina ko funding ke jama bije ni na leadership position oto. Janni be bola je ni katale kaboje because akata le tinyaro le kete buloko. An example of Senegal. Senegal have never produced any young leadership. Started from this I told you this guy Joma in the history of Senegal. But will you compare Senegal infrastructural development, infrastructure? Will you compare with the Gambia's infrastructure? Will you compare the Senegal policy with the Gambia? Actually, into lenyanta kila banko ti many yalo ko nyim banku balbe jabo lan telfe. But look at this, even the ministerial position is held by the young people. Ebe hulle laje namanke kanna na flow kasara. Namanke kanna na flow kasara. Because they want to drive, expensive vehicles. They want to go to club. They want to show off. Alifali men kam tako ba usen wol man time sort of way. Because wol pasta wo age lale. Nina ta jaman jang. In the history of German, they never produced a president mayaloko below 50. Never. 50 years above. But in any time they are complaining in fact, more discriminate based on your age is taboo in this country. You are not allowed to discriminate people because of kafoning kar kebayatale. Janyi la funding kioli meni yalon ko sanji taluluka wol jama beje sanji tansaba jang wol jama beje wol bebbi sirine. You see, politics is good because politics wala ka banko samba bari politiko manyana kila nyenti dependent of survival. Politics will be a voluntary services. Politicians should see themselves as a voluntary or as social workers. but nim banko ala politician liye politiko je ase e ka fo nyadile the dependent of survival waka banko ni destroy bi Gambia bo situation le kono. Most young people are joining in the politics because politics is a way forward for them. Enrich yourself because student na debite bona jube abe mu dindiul let abe funding ke Gambia funding ke wala nyata example tala nyinela Bakar Baji very young man me yalon ko youth solar responsibility le dia adiatel Bakar Baji in fact Gambia diune Bakar Baji ya filije is most luckiest minister in the history of the Gambia me yalon ko Gambia diune don't even care what he is doing. Even though he is holding a very important position in that country, because I tell him Martha Youth Sola Carol, Minister of Youth and Sport. But why are people not holding Bakar Baji into account? Why? Everybody ignore him. But in you be kabontel Sanji Joli, Gambia football majo from Bukakeno alla Bangkoka. Wo dise mole kana ka low funding kyol nyatilona, e ka diamu ye funding kyol ke la moy. Is that not a shared nation? Sanji Joli, Gambia football majo, ordinary stadium. Mansa membesirin Sanji say, ordinary stadium a football majo from Buka Keno, alla Bangkoko, Mansa Canalo and Yatin la Kafaleko, Hantele Yefondin Chol Kanule. O fondi ke kilo le kala ila tisatol dum ibe social media to be molne la wo mansa kundai atar ko atel la football la home game ol fone amma lole warta la banko me yalo ko sovereign nation ayala independence sort of for 60 years al kata alla bank alla football majul play modo la second stadium ol leto o la third stadium ol leto because of atel la banko ka main stadium me yalo ko since alla independence santema al stadium killing wala ba la banko ka minister membe lori wala mo stadium of manage no o minister kiri ila tole impossible ka canal la regional di alla kay ka alla mayoti Bakar Baji will be funding chol. What are they doing for the youths? Na manche pare balemu so of ibe fam fenkela because ite ko ibe nganya la fuaro yaji mo me yalon ko ite lafta banko makoyla surtout la fuara banko men kamuta ko gambe ite nyante fanjale as a voluntary service but you should not use state resources to enrich yourself for nyine manche tonya Ibrahima Silla nyole be munela bi nyil be mu funding kyolle alla dibite buna me yalon ko wala nyantal de a lawmakers man sakunda te barakano la nal man dibite kendol soto because dibitolle kam man sakunda dibitolle ka neaje ko man sakunda e 3 organ le soto and each of these organ they are all very important in any democratic society because muneketa wala mu cabinet ni ko don wala mo alla executive men kita cabinet president ala kafomul ala minister they are the cabinet banku diune president ye sembo di ala ye bero fayay bari ina da fo de hanide ale ambe mol fanan dila atel banku diun la koteke men yalon kali alla sembo men ki kali adi president ala cabinet la wo mol nyili wala fanan be president ala cabinet la wo sembo ta la ka scrutinize so wo molle nyanta lola tolu banku diune to see that loi wala mu lawmaker sorti na dibitol loi itel ba apasla it should not be a favor of the cabinet but it should be the favor of the people many yalo ko bolle represent ka but be funding cake for Gambia la parliamentary isa fono ko 99% of our parliamentary they are all young people. Are they representing la constituency bole representing ba febe Adam Barole representing. These are all youths. So nina dane ni develop bankoli kan wala youth sol be bisiri ne ko ndebe ke independent na nyadile ndebe wol ye miro le soto kunkono men yalon ko e manyi miro soto kunkono tele nyanta jikila molleka. But until you sol benaka, they are in the politics for recognition. Pour molie, if you did hey, Carla Munyi, hey, Carla Munyi, if a jumping nako, if I follow the mampato from one tree to another, politically, from one political party to another, because they are looking for survival. They are not looking for where they will, if knowledge use la dame to change the suffering of their people. Now, most young people in that country, that's how they are behaving. Funding ki wali fanka funyoba iko itel malla fi keballa be German jan damento German is part of the most strong economic country in the whole Europe but tela parliamentary jube ya jube ila eji sol be nyame compared to Gambian parliament. Tela cabinet jube ye eji sol jube je compared to the Gambian parliament. Baral ko atel lafta youth sol baral be o youth sol mel tala wo mo kiloni wolle bena sila wo alfal koto ke dani ale ma ko na banko ka fo man ke malol ite ko mo youth sol andu yaje banko fana ni lafta ila bakamo ay bunya lafta ila president ye bunya lafta moli lammo ila president na molu taban dame yalo ko nini modol sita ibe fanjele ko no walla be respect soto len badal yeddindi unita imagine yeddindi unita sangi tan saba ne lul ani moli ta si ibe president to le jela kunna do badani men be sila wol bajila nyimmo mamadode they will not even take them serious because the age also matters. Barinde san Africa la problème mu funding kyollete yaje tata nyim banku to men yalo koy dictator le sotoje amanke koy ikeba male nata de ni tata Cameroon Paul Biya according to abena president yala I think he was 40 something years afela be balandinje kato yalo ne ko kulle kitabul men yalo ko kasarol lamu na jita ala bambe kala kasole konoje mune be na kile be fam forcer la comme Adam Barrow be nyamente Adam Barrow fa keba male nata akeba ma manna sabe sanji tawora be labe sanji talul yomman aba afela be balandi semboto akata gila ando nemman keku Adama Barrow be jare la ina fitilo wulindi wo banko kakato Adam Barrow yalo ne ko tinyaro men ketabulu sai Adama Barrow be men be risko le taka na ganyeta he will continue. Adam Barrow will never step down. Adam Barrow will never say that Mten Ronda. Adam Barrow will run as far as the Gambian people will continue to vote for him. But abake because I don't know betem moment to the kasaro le kedam buloko. He is not so about his after presidency. The life after presidency, he is not so about it. Because I don't know tinyaro men keta buloko. But if you funding ke kilun le labi e ka afo moleko Adam Barrow will run because munemu we don't have time limit. Gambia, we are a disgrace in South African region. We term ourselves kafo como misili molete. But alin Kenya jube bani regional la Karola. Kelete Gambia. But muna kina Adam Barrow is still keeping economic in that country. Why he is still keeping Senegalese soldier in our setup. Gambia have no privacy when you come international security standard. One the bango la soldier le bete la state house kon. Dulate no kontoje. Nite no mol duntanyo la sama. Wode ibe mutale ko sisio. Fonyine tekere. Gambia funding ki ole politiko je ase maaje ko nyanta banko le ma ko la. Ye politiko je some are using politics to be famous, some are using politics to enrich themselves, some are using politics just to be mbemune fola for recognition. But the patriotism failed. Ni ajube bi nyin coalition talk. Abe jube esa fali nyol men yalo ko ebe nala yalo one team be Gambiano la kola. Ntol Gambiano ka fanje juna bakele. Gambiano mentality membe Gambiano bulunte nyonte. Nimme mol kirita men kamdo kamenta kate nyonte koteke. Walatina nyin men bebe nyin presidential candidate ya nyina. None of them will tell you that I'm more clean than lawyer Hussein Dabo. When you come in terms of any allegation, lawyer Hussein Dabo, iba fulale ko makanu, iba fulale ko man dianye, iba fulale ko man lafiala, but ita fulale ko he is corrupt. And ita fulale ko he is not competent. Why are they telling us go? Into left a winnable candidate. So they are exposing the Gambians, kaje kontolu, until mumu molete man lafi mo kendol. Because dunia dawda kala fi mansalela mansame yalo kay positional mara yaje ko am corruption keje itafula ko amala positional samba nyala ba usenu ikamemfo and one person may yalo ko to be honest ala opinion but I'm so disappointed in him wala mu fenke gaji gote for Fabu akar kaji golo ni gaji ko to men lota president ya sa fara kabe ke kam president. This guy, I have a high standard respect for him. But, sometimes tell Lamolu, politico ke yaje politico, Gambia lon na le fang wickeder in politics than the ignorant people like Esa Jawla and others. Because Mr. Gajigo, you can't find Dr. Gajigo. Dr. Gajigo ko UDP ma win 2026, Barrow win tale, and the election was free and fair. Because the Gambian, they don't like Hussein Dabo. But what they don't like Hussein Dabo based on what? Gajigo more for them. Gajigo more for. And Gajigo ko Hussein Dabo no lota koteke. And in Barrow tata election, Barrow will win. But what about the Dr. Gajigo Meyaloko? He also will stand as a candidate. What about the other candidate, Mama Kande? What about the Esafal? Is it Usman Gaji? Thank you, Mr. Saleh. It's only Usman Gajigo. It's only Ba Hussein who lost the election against Adam Barrow. Halifa Sallah stand as a candidate. Mama Kande stood as a candidate. This Nudla Nyatonko stood as a candidate. They all lost. But why Hussein Dabo lost become especially for them? Why? What is the reason behind it? Is it only Hussein Dabo who is losing the election? But il a problem momenti, wala muko UDP la kafo. But mbe memfole ko UDP la kafo membe UDP bulna ke kafu bate na supporta sol la sia amanke accidentally it accidentally happen. No. UDP yelo le bondi, yela taro le bondi, yela na fulo le bondi to reach where they are today. So you cannot just come trying to discredit those people. UDP la kafo man just wuli lung kilendro. Mbenga history lom nyimbanko kanjani. Usman Gaji go know the reality. Kafo mole ko mulle malafilo. Say what do they want? That's why I'm very happy that when they call the coalition talk, Eba Eman the UDP include there. I was very happy for that. Because most of these people, they have only problem wala ko Hussein Dabo should not lead. But Hussein Dabo la kafo should vote for them. Who are they? Look, banko nye manke UDP 30. Banko mu Gambia di ubele 30. So nite aje ko ite purkabula lawyer Hussein Dabo bodoma. You are doing favor for United Democratic Party. You are just fooling yourself. Bi simenti problemo membe banko ka fombele ta feska. Emo NPP supporters wo, emo UDP supporters, emo independent wo, we are all facing the same problem. But ite ba fola nyaadile, mo men yalo ko ye taro bon, yela yelo bon, yela na flo dundide. Some of them went to exile just to see la party to protect that country. Al kanal kala fo party tala ke discredit, ke undermine Allah selfish interest ka because Allah takela leader. But Aliamina ko albeli be leadership in a silver plate. What a kenola. We are not forcing anybody to form coalition with United Democratic Party. And then we are not telling people go, don't come and join United Democratic Party. But because of each selfish interest, Allah bully, you cannot bully UDP to subdue what you want. Because party they suffer a lot. Albe fem foka wolum ko UDP man bankoje UDP man lafi nyim bankola UDP man nyim bankola kay. But where were you yesterday when UDP was fighting kaje ko nyim banko ye taro ke nyim bankola kwoto ye la yellow bon ye ta exile ye sorong wotumo you were all living in your comfort zones. You were all living in your comfort zone. So wo party nying yela katoke yela do kuoke fo ye kafo nyin soto kafo me yalo ko ma soto accidentally but ya soto through their sweat ya soto through their blood ya soto through their everything. Today you want to discredit that kafo ete kaje la ko won man bankoje. You must be a fool. Maybe men be believe ete la ntel ma fo mo kanana joining al lafta mem al malafi mem mo lam bol fo la wolum ko we are the biggest party. Whether you accept that or not, and we are not forcing anybody to accept that. And UDP is not forcing anybody to form coalition with them. We will go to the election if anybody want to back the UDP. I'm not here on behalf of the UDP. Mental speak kanko because I have any position on UDP. I'm speaking as, you know, an individual supporter in UDP. Because to rescue this country, you are not doing favor for United Democratic Party. Kanna banko bonde Adama Barrow, you are not doing favor for us. So if you think that Adama Barola Tambo will affect us, Nintele Boyta, Alhamdulillah, we will continue for our political activities. And that will not be the end of the United Democratic Party. But iteme yalonko, council table, deputy table, Tafas table, for Joseph Mayor political, among officer of funds or not, you cannot even have an office in ordinary regions. But you want that political party with their MPs, with their chairmen, with their mayors to come and back you because you tell them a winnable candidate. Who are you? Albany membe foka. Ali amal be UDP bulilale. Ali kai mira menna ko ha ning Adam Barrow tambita wala bekela UDP la endi. You must be mistaken. Albal fan neneka. Nde United Democratic Party. It'll believe that presidency is not only presidency is election. Presidential election is not only the position. Presidency position is not the only position. But we, as far as UDP, will continue to produce the MPs, and we will make sure Gambia di la hako momenti ya na MP so le loka wokeloke. Niaje anambaro la kuodol bukatambino. Niaje la wo bogus 2024 loi amantambino alata ko la United Democratic Party. United Democratic Party. So nalla hate alko aliyamira ko atelle smarta aliyamira ko atelle intelligenta aliyamira ko you are even categorizing UDP ko wol man brain soto. Those people, they only care about how we are the biggest. Yes, we are the biggest, and that biggest does not happen accidentally. It happened through their sweat, their blood, their wealth, and their effort. Do the same. We are not even, the UDP are not even begging you why you don't. I'm even happy that you excluded UDP from your coalition talk. I'm very happy for that. Wallahi billahi talai. I'm really, really happy about that. Because Alkam Menke, Alkam bully system leke, na la coalition of failure. You want to disrespect the United Democratic Party, you disrespect our leadership, you control the leadership man competent. An organization may yellow leadership man competent. How do they survive for almost 30 years? How do they survive that? If we don't have competent leadership, how do we produce the leaders many yellow could be? Ateliko wala available candidate. Be near Albafo ko Talibin, they are available candidate. They were on the leadership. There is a leadership that exposed Talbe Ahmed Bensouda, Yankuba Dabo, Landin Sane, and Rohim Malik Law. Whether those people like it or not, that is the fact. Because they, in each of these people, when they run as an independent candidate, they will not make it 2018. Yes, you can say whatever you want. We don't have control over what you are going to say. We don't have control what you will do. But we also will come here to defend our political party. No matter, because I'll come to bully us. To bully United Democratic Party, ka nitandi Gambia di la nyil man banko je atar ko Gambia din hakil mal wol batel le jube ka ko atelle mo banko din jawolti because molte la party lola yela keloke yela na flo dundige yela mol fa atele from nowhere al kanani tan mo la ko party o nying wol man competent leaders. How do they manage to run their political party up to 30 years? UDP is here to stay. Ndel mandala UDP manke o party kamo nyanyini. Gambia is for all of us. Anu nani amira ko albef ko ke kalbate ka UDP. That's none of our business. You are not doing any favor for UDP. When nimbaro tambita mobile be patala bankoka. Wo leptan kilon be tarla jelem be beta wolto. Wo marse kilon be beta ka wol. Wo corruption kilon be continue. Insecurity mbele beta ka turala. But United Democratic will still continue to exist in that country. Whether Barrow win or not, we will continue to exist as a political party. But the Gambians who are going to suffer, including the Temen Dialongo, iko UDP na kuole mandiete, wala mu tribalist. I don't care. Yes, Mbadi, you are welcome. No, you are clear. You are clear.
ika memfote ino ndi kutela kumol sementu ya ika understand abe mu hasibiyalti no ni kuobe tata na abe mu hasibiyalti because ye mira ke monyol ke mo fati nyol men kanyu ko are ye esa itol ko hold on a second nga bor na dinol koto you know
okay
it will cause an coalition talks soon because Kemon Tangala comment more in a long time. They will go to Honorable Ali Salah Kajako. He have to come back to the arena. I can understand. Kemon Yol Dol the only Munaka Ikalafila Moli. Ikalafila people to see them to make themselves relevant when they are not relevant. One thing I remember Mole Walanko, Ndol member to Abu Jang, we come back to Gambia La Kuala, I can understand.
Yeah.
But Gambia no member Gambia, Italiano never but I mean, let's continue like this. Don't know how to do Hanaraman Borota Willy Lulu. Ite, Ndela Molu,
sorry, Abu. Mbe programme la number men nothing so ninga di la ni call ni number la rek ibe na fen ko kunda and I don't have other number to give you here because I have only one number. So but after the program I will send you my number, okay? Need after for another Facebook ke be able to see you through Facebook la. Abu. So yes, go ahead.
No bro walanko you know ibe fight and all like understand because it is a coalition of Kenon. Yeah, for Yamenton, for some time ago, Unco. Albundas Parliament Gibe, German, because why German, Hontolvia in Germany, can understand, but in European country, Jamabal Gibe, in Albundas, helm of the leaders. Gibeba, you have to give to the leadership to the people's men, you know, they enjoy their life, they use they did everything. They don't need all those.
They depend on state. Like most of those people, they are even renters. Many are local 65, 67. Well, they are already in rent. Well, money is better.
And normally, we practice in Africa. Like, because why I said in Africa? Because Africa, many people are very, 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 very tired. They can remember what you probably made a president yala ye. Comme Paul Biya ñol Museveni ñol ñu ne idi mal na
jene la president ni Obama Theodore abenala be 37 years if I'm not mistaken nde la ya jambe be 25 years 29 years bi ya jambe bena
yes so the problem is ye keba na man se yala it is more reasonable because there are two things at a male age with his age we know that and then wala miro ka community, you know, my people, the masses on the legacy.
Alamolu and legacy.
Exactly, because Usain Dabo mo be al Gambia, Usain Dabo ketan Gambia president. United Nations conference all men kate UN and everything like that. Usain is not going to charter a chartered flight or maybe a private. He's going to take a commercial flight and by make sure that they are limit more call for Gambian but Gambians. Ndeka kampa isa ninga molje barobe filtre ka bula noma nga foko wato do nga silen kampan calcule nga fonko bar ninde be do ko wala soko no ombe na kol keka onka ko do ki mol ade fule mi foy ka men fanya dun toñalem banku Gambia be koleare nyama be wala nyaba o people are
mera diamo kundu Gambia be koleare yalo munem problem odi illiteracy is too high in that country. People are in the politics, they don't even know. In the politics. Well, Dolbeje, Ninkale, ni Mr. Ramile, Abe Tisato Dila Nala Kongata NPP. But I quit NPP Darilo Menfokamado. Dolbeje will back and then Mr. Ramile Kuyada, say Mr. Drame feeling Abe UDP, say Debeta NPP and Mr. Drame and Kara Hadani. At the end, we all face the same suffering. Gambian will be political. They are the biggest problem in the Gambian politics because itata dunia dawoda neman sa kendo tarje musolle majority de tele asende yeman sa kurun tarje fana musolle majority de tele asende Gambia musol mu Gambia na problem multide amanke betide
no esa if I see people you know me along you know akaka Esa Fall support or Adama Barrow. And I feel them you for be tender. Now they okay because these people have hate. So Esa Fang because Esa la intervention abela mo member ken. Esa is blind. Esa Fall is blind. Having a knowledge and then you be wise in your brain are two different things. Esa is talking like Esa will not have even a 5% vote. Not a election law.
Esa la mulu malo foi ke la mule a la platform. Esa la mulu for jama beje. Ne hana ya UDP ni Esa coalition form. Those people will never vote for UDP. They will go and vote for Adama Barrow. And that's what happened even 2021. They know that it's a candidate to the winner. So if you mention that the Wolomko, Alingata Ngafai Barrow, through UDP Kanana. So we all face this and so far. Gambiano has Sidi Ale Fatan Soto Moloko sign, find a Bankudi Ya from Bondi Sondo Molokon.
Let's all try. This is a turning point. Gambian na cable men for the because IEC la meeting will gel in Alcalo somewhere in Combo South. So let them stand, they monitor things because election are always on election day.
No. Registration.
No, as he can but it's going to be very, very minimal because pull agent sold dolls. So they pull agent sang. That's a way whereby even a vote sold Tampalale. So, but well before election also, Gambian old many we are in the diaspora. It doesn't matter which country. Now make sure more be many Africa well before the election. Let's go. Know your influence and to your family, to your friends. We get to people more convinced because passport Gambia passport man leader because now you have the possibilities to both passports.
Dual
citizenship deal. Gambia passport on the money. And I don't need it. As soon as this man is in that country, I don't need it. If I'm going to Africa, German passport I don't want to do anything. No korda beje, mululal beje, everything. That's fine.
Yalo Mr. Drame, mena fumo kuntel Gambia di on bukanyo fasa. Yaje nyim bata jama fa beje den diaspora la mude. Because Gambia di on be so kono mo jolle bi feofe yalo ko tamanal bebul. E jolle kata kamani boto sange fa la kodola. Ila tamanal le kamani boto sange. So ni wo tamanal be complain la Gambia di on buka wol damoy. Bi nintene comme for example tela ni nadim bal be jante. Din sab ninna muso anin defan nimbe jila Gambia airport do mbe dalasi wuli lulde jola. Nimbe murla na wulilul. So that's mean tato ni nato be $10,000 in Tanyanta Kawale Jo. Bao ninna dimbal di da Gambia kon. O $10,000 we simenti boto jolle sante. O $10,000 ngamad boto jolle soto kon.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because of njita na banko kan. Na banko airport o me yalon ko nana mole ya dundi jeto. Nana mole yo lo. Ikombo fanan jolan but Gambia dio bebe daring ala hana dibitol be daring hana opposition be daring moti de membe ko ni complain kan but because of abe la kante diaspora sol lek ndol diaspora sol they don't see us but in telephone fana mam fam bunya bawo ka wo diaspora mo kilul de jide be diaspora e be nyin toro kono nimmano bante la moli école nimmen sasa la moli école men be sirin Gambia wol ma batalo de bawo kodo kanna wol yenay bu kala date nyaame men be batalo be maje wol be opposition noma many yalon ko wolde wol yalon no kon tel be bata men feska because wol kakodo bondi fon la jibolo kon wol jama be je de against the baro bar jama be be adam baro no man itade la kordal kono man sa kundale kamane boto natinde adam baro na la mol walla ila mol be tamad la men yalon ko wolle be la courant jola wolle be la lo asol jola wolle be maro sande wolle be la dawalul dire so ni ko mo ti fane ba ko be kolere they don't even listen to you because if kata do ko lay buka bata wo ko dol hil noma.
No, ndaka men for wala diaspora namina men contribute, yeah, it's okay, yeah, but to be on the ground, it's going to make a significant changes whereby akachele na but come na program yemen ko abesia la nyame for the next election wona minanke so next election We will not leave this to only Gambians, but make sure Momo Yalongo, you can be on the ground. You be on the ground, Kajako, well before the election, ni Marila holiday allow no, and then on the election day, Kajako to talk to people, Kajako, I have my life in Europe. Bedo ko la non kan balu ke non bukan la nga fo li ko la having a better life. Yeah, understand. Kombe karno la janga jebula nga na jang kombe ma ko kay no te man pare fam ma ko la, so we will see. So baraka baka, thank you very much. I'm following you all the time.
Thank you, Mr. Drame. Thank you. The contribution is very good. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know. So mbe fula don ni ajube ni men ya lon ko ebe fenko ke kante ni coalition talking many ba ke kan imagine ya lon Gambia din ndesan hasidi ya man betea yake society ni hasidi ya ta fata je traka society tinyale mul buka tonyaje bankola bata mul kamida ko mu kafu dol kilin dambande be bata nyin kono. But look at this nonsense. Ite ko mole ko ba Usen Wokeba Yatal. Halifa Sallah is about 70 years. Ba Usen Halifa Sallah tema. Wobe Sante ye. Ite ko sign, iko ba Usen Keba Yatal. But ite left a men, ite left a make a candidate. When ba Usen ma wobe jam for Bakinyola. Iko ite beta protest lela. Amanke ko woko aye da hali ako ate lola koteke. But for Halifa Sallah is more competent. You know, the thing is in the sad reality in that country. Yes, son. Niya for isafo karinyon mu tribalist already. But yalo esa jolante, I don't care if you call me tribalist. They can call Ba Hussein Ko. He is not competent. But Halifa, they praise Halifa Sallah. Kaje ko Halifa is the only, and then the sad thing, even the manding ka diuni folde. Is it Ba Hussein Nenila? But mo killing tafole ko Ba Hussein dunda corruption on the Halifa Sallah, the last time I checked, he never, I don't think if he hold any position in the government whereby you can scrutinize him or you can judge him based on his performance or his, I muneke position on him. Ndema position, ma fa ma do ko ke masakunda or to hold any public office. Nene mamoy. Ma fa man so don ko ntele nene mamoy. But Ba Hussein keda vice president. Mo nene ta fola hani Adam Barrow na la Adam Barrow ya anene man funta kale ko Ba Hussein corruptal anene mo fod aka yudi file for as a party hadi nyine ke biribe je nyine ke bari nene ma foye ko Ba Hussein ay sunyaro lek abe minister of foreign affairs birabe je tembo men ay do ko men beke jeto Adam Barrow nene ma di bonk ko Ba Hussein nene man do ko ki nene ma wodi bonk de. But they can tell you ko Halifa Sallah is the right candidate. At the same time, Yafo ko Ba Hussein is old. Wale Yafo ko is not a good leader. So what they want us to believe, to force us to believe something until believe that men like ko o manke mo candidate till killing te me yalo ko wala kende abale bena ba justify lanye. And the same thing Gambia political momo ko tribalism te be fan yale foka. And that tribalism, the certain is na manding kadiun le fon ka ko be acted. Yaje manding kadiun kabula la alifala kala mo doyandi. Manding kadiun sala mo doyanda la mo ba me ya ni olai ay ko be kai because Gambian dem afu manding kol damane kelo keje. Because nte what I believe ko Gambia we should all come together. Gambia, no tribe alone can make Gambia to be to be wherever we want. No individual tribes. But there must be an equal treatment. There must be a respect for one another. There must be a tolerance for one another. But he tend to see what a paint with a bad color. Mo kurunti. At the same time, he can't take a fasa because he take a funky golioti. Ni man dry soto. Man sembe soto ye kawama. Mar sembe soto yente respect diakuya. But in the form fanam far respect lale. Eta tenteti ala lenteda. Ado handing napal wole be dependi kambani tan dile la ko ite manteda. Because the esajola what I believe wole muko. Wama min dabbatin fil arda illa ala Allah rizquha.
dafe wo dafe nyim banko kan nin alale yada aya bena fansun aya bena al harjo dalal e be balula damen bare hani adama barola man sakunda look at them na nyim mandin kadiun men mu ministati ike telle ke malbaliya palasolto minister jolle be adam barola man sakunda ko yesi ko tenne je wo minister sol kono na manke nani mandin kadiun ibrahima sila na amama tay kamda ko anya abe chafar la kata man la alal na be diam ka respecte je e kilinte je me ba usen respect bari te kilim moy la membe halifa sallamal halifa salla si kumol fojani te mo le be iba jabila mo ko tol si kumol fojani te mi le ba jabila bar ba usen ye mamandro e be nay mali la wodda sun kandi woni be nay ba tile na nyin alfala adu itel be kunu itel be nyoy tan nyin alfala dumal ngoy mandin kadi woni jede walakin you will continue to be little in that country because ila alifalu ni make fenti email alifalu bunya ila political difference with them, that's your right, but do not come out trying to discredit them ila doku ila kato yabe ke kukuntaunti because of it be killing a position of your compromise to belittle your own tribes ni mente kili tribalism na haji te jere ko yalon ko amante to rafenna awle fam kadjante ko ne ko esaje wala you are tribalist barin ko ala men bente konti bol tangalo ne ko mange tribalism barin te terra siri ben doya la yen na siyo doya yen doya ntemu menti iko ite be fan kuliyala ite la kuliyaro nte bulete nan doya man kuno won barin te fana na bula baliye no man te kun nte I am proud who I am wala tina manjudu sila o bankoka adun te si disrespect la barin te mo fana na disrespect ibe disrespect men kala man kuno won barin te sonna fana yakente la ngabule no man I will never do it. Nani mandin kadi un media ko tolewul mi fengeta halinga siko bolija there is nobody membe jam kan sikol mbe jam kan men na alfal men ye kelo ke kunu alin kale do yandi nyiri ibe la nyi mo melta kan nyi halifa sallamu ko ton keke mo baliti nyako nyiri kilinte je me kelo ke gambe katambe ba usel a kilinte kon but today they want to take halifa sallallahu as a angel. They want to take Ba Hussein as angel. Halifa Sallah. What is special about Halifa Sallah? Ni beta no makafo ko ite kata protest ne Halifa Sallah return demand into the political arena, but Ba Hussein should retire and leave the and give chance to the young ones. Hypocrites. Walakin nango yudi pinkole ko nim boyta nim Ba Hussein boyta nabe boylal nabe winna nay wini nabe boylal nay boy nyoti ha wala mude ngam wobe jel nim Ba Hussein boyta nabe boylal na wulta nay wuli, but we will never let him down because alfal men ya Ba Hussein ta kake wodula nyinto respect ko ni horomole yakin. So more than India can be, more let disrespect toward that man. What I can there are good citizens in many Alokoto, they will not abandon this man. Because I'm more deserved. I'm more deserved. Because Neniro baby ke kalabi. Wala kinanga falinga si tek alabe kito tela Ba Hussein nu Gambia diuni temade. Amanke alatide malaikatati amanke fenti adama diune mati. But ala fang ye ban tonyero lale and adama dimu temola. They hate him for nothing. And the sad reality is haninna mandin kadiun men yalon ko bi e ka ye fanjo ko etel mu karan naleti ila most of the things wolomuko ka UDP criticize ka UDP ta ka tollanna kanke mo aggressivity just to, for the society to accept them, for society to accept them. Hey tele nyi multi mosi fajo wala gina golo fo de ame typical mandinka, typical, very typical one. Ha kato ala yolofo kulli hidibin bima ladayhum farihin kafo kafite movement, be proud who you are. Those shell outs many amirako angale count at school nte I have a master's, I have a degree, so I have to distance myself from the UDP to know my education level. You are a fool. You are a fool. And that's why you can mention that you mandinka dindin. And in Badibun call, Kian call it Bolon call. Ni left it is Tikalasan. Hey, yalo etenin te killing, etela mentality te killing, tinita kita university. Ajele. Mbedola interview le mwekako. Ngamani ibu sonkole programo soto. Ako Jawara is a mandinka. Adam Barrow is a mandinka. So he don't think that the issue, tribal issue, is not about the mandinka, it's about. That's a nonsense. You see, they are even taking you know why most of the people they are saying that Adam Barrow is not a mandinka. Adam Barrow, we cannot disqualify someone for being a mandinka or for not being a mandinka. But Adam Barrow found a Kenya to hand that a mandinko. But I tell you, Lord, improve. I found cattle Lord be mandinko bilitula. Commandinko kemu kurunte. Adam Barrow found bo mulkono. But Adam Barrow le lota jako ni bota Senegal, ni kusuru account for bota Senegal, ni Jola account for bota Casamas, ni Fula account for bota Guinea. For Adam Barrow le manyufa. Abe joman de mandinko. We should not base the politics on tribes. We should not base the politics on tribe. But near most of these people, they don't even categorize Taliban in a mandinka. Well, because these people, they don't even have problem. Their problem is that as far as you are a typical mandinka like Esa Jola who cannot even speak Wolof or any other languages, you know, apart from my own mandinka ba, Bolonkono. The kind of intel molu, it intel like la. And anybody in either manding quality, it content change, they will never like you. Hadn't they need a president to be may God forbid. Ninte kena president almu alen tankala. Be bafula jaula wala mu jallo ti be konton falen. Kunyi mal bukala manding koitar wokon. That is the sad reality in that country. Some people even say to the extent that Jawara is not even mandinka. We are every time hearing that now they are saying that Jawara is even Sarakule. Because and the nemo the only thing they mention no wala mudaboti jane mandi more but hane sise kunda gona ka president de mandi ka de bafla ki du so said ki lifinda isi ala fion cover comme mengeta nilla Adam Barrow these people ye bangeto the them sol beje te men manipulate konton sol beje te men manipulate ban ye jaju natin de bi hane mandi ka diwono e bafla ko ki jolal ni camera natin de bafla camera du so se camera jolala wala ya fe camera pole comme Adam Barrow nyawe ko Adam Barrow dede du Barrow barila. So their problem is really mandinkas, whether we accept that or not. That is the truth. The only thing they hate Dabo, because Dabo is typical man. If on konya did Dabo is hadi sane kunda ko me yaloko na Taliban duni sane kunda ko ni na de wala mane e ba fa ne fulo la mu de wala jola ka to sane la ba ko. So na nyum manding ka dinding dol beje men yalon ko tele amira ko degree wala yetella standard high demanding quality will found is very coming it will found beje ke fa ngomande hanna tare UDP sympathizer lam but ke fa ngomandile pour ni UDP associate. You see the mentality, how the kind of mentality they inject in there. That is the mentality ye men inject la brain kono will fama fa beje pour ke fa associate demanding kol no almo alem bet so hakilo al akhlaq a important tale daji ko ani hakilo khulub ala yolofo niaje ala ko nin adamadi man hakilo sota ay hakilo men dila man tamanola ete fona consent man tamanola ala ko mu bernet na mandin kadi oni beje men yalo ko de fil ko ntele masters le soto ntele bachelor le soto now my label is higher than mandinka bine mandinka or see if I found the platform, they even feel ashamed to speak Mandinka. Well, I can make a Mandinka dim fulaje. If I see the platform, they either speak Wolof or they either speak English, but they avoid to speak even Mandinka because they don't want to be labeled to. They don't want to be labeled as a tribalist or a typical Mandinka. And you see, that is the ideology they inject a lot of our own people in their brain. We know Taliban in Siman Sutia Gambia commanding calls. That's what I always tell the people. Because Taliban Bama, talibe bama mandin ko pir me talibe bama wulu mandin ko pir talibe fama me yo wulu talibe mama mandin ko le ya wulu. So what talibe ni si jomale any connection or sort of banko kan benta bita mandin ko. Why do you think that why talibe didn't speak even mandinka? Even though he's mother and father, Taliban yola korda ko kunta wuro mandin ka kawne ka foli. Taliban mama ka mandin ko, Taliban la entire family, ma fo ko mani ala nyin dol for. But Taliban yola fen ko be mo mandin ko. Abe ka mandin ka kawne. But why you? Because the environment he grown in those days ni de fa ye fen soro, ni e fen fa soro mandin ka di fa na e fen soro aka jam fa mandin ko be damena because e ka fo sum boka wi bawul de. Comme tel damana mo kuruti, comme jamanul ka fo mena wi ak toy fe. And that is the political reality in that country. Wala tinalla alifalu mandinka alfa kato kenyum politiko kono ibabe do yandila jomalle ke do ka jomalle kika mandinka diwni be ta social media jomalle be men ya don ko be ba useni found ka kuma tilimbalol faba abe mu jomalle abe mandinka diwni. And then the people nena fonna kafunyo dole kai ko the people many are called tribalism. More many Kenyan kunun. Ebe kuma jawol fole ma ebe to kurun. Today they are celebrating you because you are against Ba Hussein now. But in this city wo fen ko la de. But Halifa ma. So ntenga menje ntelanye mandin kadin we are only good. He can tell him mutamenti coming, we are typical. We are only good to use us. Kanken ila political masionte. Coming Kemo Bojanjube. Very respectful young man. Kemo can be a mayo tomorrow. Talibe position for Kemo Taso. Kemo can even be a president tomorrow. Nobody know. Because he have a criteria, I fair character. But look at the young boy, the way what he's doing today. This is how they did. They put our people into the positions of many alonko sa molbe kamfale kamba sama ni murtana mol ka molbe reject la comme mod saban how ya jambe was using him. Ya jambe used mod saban and dump him, jail him. Bra mobe kamfanda kamba ka ki fon kata mandin kolnel bi Ibrahim Sila fo Ibrahim Sila da man minister de Adam Barrow la cabinet kon boda jube na lota platform ta katat proprietary language men use la because of the position ila alfalu kan kunu ko men be fa karola. It's all about position. But it is many ko in will be minister solely because they on platform because those people know what they are doing. Because any government will not say that they don't want to offend people. But tell the toll many ko ni fengita my fighting you'll be jube. Be ni masakunda kono diamula ba be mo manden kadingle. Amul kamfandi kamare. Fo ida mbana minister. Ida mbande minister. Omodu sise nyola kebe mo diamula. Most of the ministers ike mo diamula. Be diamula ba da manke fenkelet. Atodun this guy how to call it Demba Saba. Wofana alo na gabe position mentor he don't qualify to be there. So na mane kadi umeni alo ko sama isi keno offend. Ibe use kan kende. And it will be in position mentor today ibe celebrate kan, ibe praise kan because munemu they are using them tomorrow. Ni will not opposition ni will not a position nyini men ni la nyin dolte kinende. Ibe la nyin kuma kan letala ke use ka to punish those people. Kamul kamfandi kam. So na society ndol mandin kadi on niafo mandin kadi on le fon kane ada tebe tribalism la tebe nyinela and that is very dangerous. Albe di on le wuluka albe kule tutuka me yalon ko ndol fanyol ni aje bi mbe lola Gambia kono mbe fenkela kono mfanyol le hanyindi mfanyol le system o tutunye mama nyol lota ni Gambia kelo man fo mama nyol kom. But today any political party ya create bi alon ka diamula ba kala mandin kolete diamula ba position be da ba kala mandin kolete. Look at Kemo is young, Kemo Bojan. But I do be sign na safero ke na DFM ko ke how many negative words towards him. And I feel that he don't deserve that. But because the system, Taliban and Bangudi Yate Kemonya. Kemo can be a president in that country. But Taliban at a diamu use la meya lokabemo. But Kemo become their automatically spokesperson. Look at this Dr. Sisi. University lecture. The only position they can give you is the spokesperson to come and lie to the people. And the bemol come from the come. Ibrahim Asila no diam they come to kido le teta kamana. Because Nil Bukalo ko, itel fetel duatele la position of the minister ya dambanda. Dunia Bankol Kankadi minister can became a president. Guinea-Bissau in recent election momentum, may have been. He was a minister under the Omar Barosiso. But why did the people agree to vote for him? Why? Because they admire him. When he was a minister, he was not, but because they put them into that position, they must come out and attack their own people, disrespect their own people. Tomorrow, ni murtela wo mol kan ni dunta difficulty kono ila wo mol be boleto le because munamo ye commande ke kan kunu memanya mandi ngoli alla ko bala fa wartale surtout la fondin kelal nindindi wodindi funde ko nyinde mandi ngol fana de samade nyil besi all these people have a leadership quality ibal be destroy la killing and aliyama wo smart nyetle ebesila kare bachilo soto anala bachilo kuntown be albuka cake fend for bootleggers media lon kala wo bachilo kolle alla wo bachilo kaita kension yali manipulate they inject that into your brain teni nyile manke kilindi aide ite banana UDP kono ibukeje diamula ibeje bari ne atare UDP masakunda nata wolle be nakila biggest grammatic right assault ni la grammar because Gambia do education level think that how good you are in English grammar ni la grammatic safero ite kolek safero ite ka wala grammatic who care about that grammatic wolle engineer wolle plain order grammatic wolle MRT fengol dada scanning machine wolle dada ite bandan na UDP kono ite moyle diamula ika ngoma le fam pour mol ya fe ko mu UDP kolle because ni ko UDP ya tam with the manding kasol manding kollo mu nyit wala tina some of our highly educated people they distance themselves from the UDP bori mune bena kela ni tena ta doron ye ni mansa kundanata ebe mune kela wala bena bor like in ila nonsense certificate degree sol kare fana ate fana muna UDP mobile atar bi be fere sirin duma isi karanya etere civilized katabe amar sanela etere civilized katambe la misana nyola bari na yin dindin kuntown men yalo ko angale kamba folte ebe siri la konalto amena ko etel fana nyonde ko min ten non si fale kandele je amato letide ntedu ila kubuka hanin wore na UDP fa ite banaje pedasi kate le gesta ko le senya kile grammatic ba sa fe kabe fenge e bokalo fon ila summarization of after ila wolom paragraph son ila wo big grammatical for that eta 6 pair book ko no for English Oxford dictionary yes ape kare kala fele diamula because Gambia dim kunimbali ade fent Gambia dim kala fele dia kare mu penalty image sabal potita ta fanke pen bal sa ta kala pen without inklet atala inki jatale ikanine ebe UDP ko la tek ite ma kam moyla ike fam e kan ngoma le ka fo ko mu UDP ko le ite bandaji ibu kadiam ite diamula ba fula mole ni ay telbo mo si fali be dayela UDP does not stand for tribalism until UDP did not stand for tribal but they call us tribal wala jina dimo ni ko dimo e ka fo mole ko UDP is tribal dimo ka pati nyin kanu because for what do you manding kaya haram dala ka ke manding ko da haram dala ama haram so ite ko ye ban telephone to katu manding ka fion why do you want me to distance myself from something that belongs to me? That's one should ask about yourself. Iko manding ka fiona munyin. say ko ngabo ko fonte dum mandi te dum mandi kolti ye fe o men sudan dila fon nyantam banna fewto ete ta mo mun ka United Confused Nation Gambia e kanyi def so e be nyim membela trying to discredit UDP, trying to ka UDP ta kan doyandi na mandin kadin doli fawni be je sineje e be tay be kuma bal fula pour e moli ni lafta viewership so na e lafta view kan kuma ta Facebook ko kat non sen sol safi amal balol te bannaje e kana ka kuma jawol fo dabo ma mandin kadin e saje ni doli bena you are right, you are patriotic, you are only patriotic in Facebook if you are insulting Dabo ite banne kon bari ten nyina ta ko be Dabo ne kameni Adam Barrow be position o meto faytel te keno la woto bari la miro le doyata because ntete mo neni la ba usenge because sama for example nte la sate to na kabilo kono jawlol le na sate to jawlol tambane ka ke yal kalot kar nte le jelo sai bari ninte katu mo le neni la sai modole na mo he e sa jawlol mo al kalot changal sai he won neni la ba ko benna sate diwno mallale so ni be position to e hakiloto kana ke moliye jonti kana ke moliye kana so moliye use kana so moliye kena jorante katun adamadi marre liable wol men yalon ko be ke kan jorante sama ite be kuma kan men fola wo mo kilon be nay be kele la wo ila wo kuma kan la pour ibe men no maye baliya but today be blokos kayene de wala tine sometime may nyol na ko kan kanfa may nyol be kuma ba men be fo men na ibe kuma kuntam fo men na fatima don ko sama si keno banko president de fo Adam Barrow be palaso men to mayte keno laje Adam Barrow be palaso men de Ibrahima Silla te keno laje Adam Barrow be palaso men to fodum e atodu Ismail Cissé te keno laje bari telle be funtila nan Dr. Samate as a health minister ila alpha ya benya e be useful for the politics Adam Barrow nyaadun ta tel madin kadun bari wo sidol men be parti ala parti ko fa nyaadun ta wala munati na nabe ta tola bu ka wol bulandan bara katil le sin ko ale ta le kanene rol kale ale kuma bali fight albe kita dal mo furi malal kamta ko entel be ku kendo silo minister silla be janne abe nana nabe diamule kamta be sawo jindi la na tele tamul adre manda jikine fenna fonna o para yene fom koto tiol men yalo ko la telephone be katra koto rene jamano le fanga ga data gambe nga police o dige ya safa bala police sai ki jo e fanga fona ko je ni jawal police o do fa data Gambia police albe dunia be la police ni fomo dumal fuara mal Gambia police e da be na Chinese abital le la fenko chinchon choice ngama ite ka fone chinchon choice police Chinese ka fone chinchon choice na meta bo sa fe la albe ni fomo dunal ba fala police ya we kama policia e boli uniform bele jilaje Italian uniform police uniform Spain police uniform hani arabo la police al sarqatiya fem ko do dun dolom Gambia police ngaji yele police say ngan lota ngabi ben combat fole mune police uniform cité ba foy fodam botan jamal police lo boyti ba say kinan jam post la ni ka jamal la police uniform do because man sa kunda me yano ka be motol sanka millions ika atella uniform kension fal buka dunno ndella samata do le fon be lafta akila police le bat nga mere kat kuria menke nga bayle e kanyim masoya samatoli bat nga mera wala ne wol kiye wo samatol ne wolle be kunay si do dam fu yesi on barama because dam furo mi da pro Gambia police albe dole dam fu le alsion e kate alsion te jara no la ko tek budu way defana na muso ya ko ndete si no lañu ko don te katale de man man ke gorbu amul e ka fo nyaadi des tanga man mun ma tok fofu de ya bewul Ibrahima Silla al katal ni wuro membela ntelte son lañu ete bari ninte police ila mu hani bari musu dinte police bari wandi diwni ndesade Gambia police wala la ko fon kande bala fale Alikiabalulu na momo ya fanja atilla layno kono wo mari fanan salon ko sayin kay fanan bette momento 50-50 lo nsitano la ahlul fir'aun ahlul iblis wala ngata ahlul janna momo ye fanje ni polisol gambia polisol al bella ni kilen alkiabalulu problème o be bulde because adama di me yalo ko wala kin al gambia la yin polisol jube e jaba be ni ke bayata e nyaali ka ketenne e kono li padale kamta ko salantoto ni be tamale katraten ni be kono lola naga def way yow hamna la de hamna musna la gisida wakatan la ne to ci afundin kema ni e mo jemende ye keba kono bar ya kono be fuddiri nga nyaato ten a tewbe sut ke be siadin ko duntu kararo ni ak investigate gambia police lo butero wala kene jama be je la bambu kanyi nyaade andu nyom mo ko tolte gambia hani ebeni hani nyebeni mburu ha fay bu ka do mo somanda wala kene kata kam faade mo be kata kan al katal kam faade mo be kam al bellif dan ko gambia karambuto din gambia jini secondary school sunkutin dun yalla wol fana mo bu ka lif daniti gambia sunkutin dun e be lanin tiktok ku bal wala ni tata do le fon be katal lo refu yesu de be jurmari ñoo kanje e c'est tar tiktok la ba fala mangini si restaurant atrabe lo refu yesu la be abe lif dan batul la je fake life gambia no ni fake life they are 6 and 9 ni ministre wala men beni wuru belate Dr. Ismaila Cissé te damba ni Dr. Ismaila Cissé amanteno ban niaje woka tableau konkon aba fola mole kem bay mom ko fi because wande diwni ndesane albe wande diwni talal ke yusi butero la wo wande diwni be lo siloka after butero e kata lo siloka e men fam bute ka fo ko doma my life mamoje dunia kono mem batata ka gambia police aussi mamoje mote gam dunia kono mem batata torata gambia police aussi badal be wiketiri mo nyaade wala kinal jama be jalla bon buka ninya yaaje police do ko ni aka nyama ibeta arjana yefer because ibe ni yolle takka katon ala ko momo ye ni kilon tankande akamutale entire society be le tankande baratel buka kontane foni kala altalla o para uniform kotol dum altalla o jamano le so uniform kotol melante dum italiano le o uniform kotol men natane woddo ko kotol buter lawnal tawol kama ali alla o fen ko helmet bal kal kun e kamda ko jamano la fire service pour dim bakane jani wala wumbe o kanema ali ol dum alla o dokko kotol muta ko finkinde albe kilin na fani hey bro demal fale mané demal fale atara ko alla so ko no buro ni nyebe fal buka soto nal fani to le yale tambita wala men bal bulala wala be siri wala dewni be high school wala dewni fond be international school le adel dewni be je bu ka fen ko al dewni ni jida fon somda ni jida 6 wuraro le ka fuda so ko no 8 because ibu ka mo so to membe so la lifla fadele ama karu adama dum butela o munyen ni aje adam baro be lola ba fula mole ko mbeta fen ko adam baro barindinde ngale maksala jene bira nyin tilim bali yake men kam mol butela bira bota je maksala na diwni tadade bara wo police sol jama be je bi beta kan kasola gambia police sol buka karam mo bute police sol alla wo nyatan kan diwni fana membe je jisuma mi be fala jisuma mi wala ke ko non warande atara ko musu nyini ko la yalo ila soto mammen si ye muso yalo muso ne musu fula nyini musu saba nyini ete ko ka jikila salari le kam so ni eke position to dia kuya ebe fania folale because e kalo ne manyim fania fo na muso sama na ka la satala nyam kulli lambe mun dila mo men yalo ko la muso wol ka 5000 nyini kan ebe taka o fama du man diwonet ete ke mala kar jo mu mo be 10000 ete ka fo ko mangé dem sinkente do mama 5000 do mama 10000 ela e ke ma yadum de problème ko ni ya bayata se ko ko dem madaka de way de ikay ko ni jay man tamé man mun ma tok ci façon yoy e bal bulala itata Gambia la problème mu menti ni si fadam fa solo mu de bari tanolo mu yadiamu ni yadiamu wo men ye fanke malay ko da ade buka sali buka sun linga ni fen ko bulaje ani janni ba fula mole al nyin kumo bula mole ya maria practice stop because practice is dangerous than the men get yamu kala bari adulu mandin kadin don ale tulalla al falil den la rek al balla al falil den la rek doli ye talke ko min ko sano kemo bo janjube say ngada be borla ko kono bayto para na ko jan bra UDP ni menke e ma jade fana ka yang sita ka yang sin ko bosa ko mandinga diun kele politically we can have differences but do not let to imagine ya ni talibe mole ndebu kan ndabule la kuto so itel phone me because itel la diamo tribalism itel le fa ata ko telephone they are the biggest tribalism agenda wa filad itel le form the biggest tribal agenda barante esa jawla la haji tejet yalon te ku kile na kodia ni UDP ganyeta ni UDP do ni makanya ma ngaboyto ni ganyeta ma kanya UDP ganyeta ma kanya mbetla party on do but I will go after the government go government de kelante teri hani ba usena ta masakunda kono ta kelante ke masakunda teri bari ni mboyta fana ni UDP boyla le nga boy nga wuli nga mbalo konko nga foy ko mangi ni esa jawla wa UDP so men ka foko UDP albe boyla le mol mal la fi dabola fine ndel man dabo naten den doko musolo mo nimba naten dal ba kan alla musol babul so kono nimel lafta kanola te la musu kanola e be mo ngini nan tel candidate o bal ka kan ndol we sell our agenda. You should be concentrate on that agenda. Wala mu konna 5-point agenda ni. What when we come, what we will do in education sector? What is our policy about the agriculture? What is our policy about the security? What is about our agriculture policy? That should be your concern. But until my love ba usenda. Ni tara musu nyine ona lafta musu mena ka to nyine. Emena mo juma le nyine lafta mena. You should be worried about the character of Ba Hussein, the competency of Ba Hussein. But moment na competency ye candidate o menta ka wa fuatel ma fala competency yo ke ma yota kana muruna ka ho moleko ndela yalo Gambia diwa mamoje men dishonest ka Gambia la ñu fondé ke politician aussi Chaje beta ye fan fengendi. I hereby resign. I hereby resign. I hereby resign. Ko ñu wato kay plim paper wa filal fana be filal na site. Jani ja kari resign kari resign. Council men yalo ko parti me yal ke fendal kal ka wo parti ni ne on direct. Ni resign da je ma janga dol so don be me silal note. Kafo me yal ke fendal tel yam atel le o kafo ke fendal. Yalo Gambia dium. Gambia dium fa na ko fon foni tale. Mo men ke fendi. Wo mole noli ye teke fendi de kana mena ko etele oli ke fendi Gambia di one bonya mo men ye ke fendi wolle kana muri kamita ko etele al ke fendi man adam baro abena la fenta bul garam bubola ka wolle do wo garam bubol fa dol be je katal kuraren ala muso ka sem kat wa folek say wo kala ka fu Gambia di one entel be nyin kelale ndeka silol da 25 million ya jambe me yalo kuni ka fa babili mansa bi ala fa ko ay say kulip silo fa ndo ala fay kanay ka faale ko opposition le tenin ken wala yalla bu kamadu tatu banko la da fulo le bete bo ete kata don toro le la wo don toro e ka wo don toro ke banko tola la not in your family name e kanay bo ke ka banko e ka fo ko ala afo nyin dole ye mune kali ne mali baliyat banko be la fion bete bul nyin do mo la fenta bul e kata fo mo le ko ala fo ete le mune kala ayani tandan kunen baliya Bawo yalo na ko banko is complete full of illiterate. Fole te tonya. Gambia diun. Ali yabe ni opposition ul membelate. Ni lafta ke la president net. Ni la hajita alla ganyo made. Ila hajita tel batato. E telefona lafta ke la president net. Kadu ning ayatar ko alla bata wala yesula. Wallahi billahi telanga ni opposition member so banda be bafla banko me yalon ko we are less than 3 million. Our voters population less than 1 million. Ala jube political party member na therefore they made of not dindi dolo mo mena fana represent la ka don Gambia na meta sate be bala presidential candidate so to lalle because everybody want to be president. Ye mune je president yato ama abe funding kewol ama ke fenti this ambience I benada His Excellency. Wodambandro. But I tell me yalo Gambia di fana hani wulo na da naka diamu na mole. Na diamu no. Ay ne wulo e costume odun. Ay costume. Ay nya class odun. Be wulo le ma dog. Ay nya class odun. Ay costume. Ay diamu no. Gambia no musolo ibe bula lano. danko to tantan be koskano may tantan ko sidon ala jube momo funda be gambia musolle be julmari no ma gambia musolle be jul gambia musolle mun al temira al bata al ba al diwun be fala jiyokon al kel be fala jiyokon al fond be fa kan tiwto al nal diwun be torare leptanul al be barasel kono siol kono jedo al be sirin al gadi no to kala bal wol nyini atele musikilun al yemo men ke fenti wol be million motol kono e kanamu dal no mana ne mane botonen tulbi don e ka fay ko nge muta balde atari ye ba ma nyol to so kono fay fota ba nyol la fo bale me wul na da nge muta balde ni men na te muta ba fa ye ba male afaye bale e ba nyol to so kono le wol be siri moto nyim mal kono inin fe manne te fo menti tulbi don kile mani boto kile ko na te muta balde ay fana man ne muta bade ela bere kes kilo nya bol no mani kafunyol ka to ko te mo ya kombi nyaton kol ada ya kombi nyaton kol fana likama be dulal bullet ni mo be men be bulate no ma ya be kili mune kam ya samba minete ye convince munela alikama lulu abe loringal fana nyaton yala alikama ko e bulisa aba fola mule ne falata lumu ni wolumu anfusakum alkanante jalay alal fan jalay katun tengade to nya mul natal kanal mabula wolno ando alikama lolum fana atele yaay compagnie jamal beje alikama be dulal bullet abe dulal bullet al diwni be fakan jiyo kono al kel be fakan jiyo kono al jabal dolal be fakan tiulto al be bulade man sano ma membe bankola na floti nyala adama baro fa man gambia diwna fayal respect amal respect fayal respect al nene lota platform to adam baro kalo ka foko gambia dimu mem fata nyim fanka so kono mo wulikile mo kemena nim feng mem fata fan nyin desa to ni fanka so kono adam baro nene lota la akoni address bal nem mo fula fata wande banko do kay le taro safe kabe condolence le ni dakela yen sunguri ni o mem fa sa 21 year old Aissatou Fati mfam mbari wobe kala mun sana o mallete yalo Fati kunna ko mun sana o mallete Fati kunna ko mbari la e man sonna so la musola say ngafo ne ngalla bari ya ribokle Fati kunna ko ngalla bari ya ribokle ngalla say mbarin taliti ngam bari jabi kundan ko jabi gasam ma jonka maydu wollen so musol tay mbari mu wollete say ne jabi ne Fati kundan ko le bari ya kule e man sonna so la mutola say ngam muso soto na ongul do ka fuje ha yalo e man nan tele ya muso ni wona yalo telefon aman kemme e man nani ne nan man ne man na muso ni al ten ko lal ya fanye ko bare mbari ndiwna moyte sungudu do fele jabatu ngari fallo da ngam muso kendo soto say nalla bari ya bandira say jabi kundan ko le mum baranti e ma je ben adam baro fane man say ta ka man ke man dinkat la aduna bi lolla ko me ye febore kadum be o jamanol adam fele bilata ke la president da ka man ke man dinkat ka fu mola nale man din kol nene so say jabi kundan ko le muso dim funan muna ganan da fula Fati kundan ko al mankal ba al say al barindin tenti al nga barindi yaani ba officially officially Fati kundan ko officially al nga bariya ba me kuru wasana mbana tindila nana le delegation o wulen dale nam mane ngwe ka pale ne Fati Haidara alman ko de kina yelo nale bari ne me kuru wasana me delegation o wulen dila mba declare la ko Fati Haidara no Fati kundan ko mo yalo mbama ndesan ngam mbama mo kende ba Fati Haidara dal kak mo kendo so ye wasu gudin do Fati kundan ko donc Ismaila Cissé mam malu aman silanga ko o manke man sa kundala duty to protect the citizen wala wo bureau the bureau workers but Ismaila Cissé ni nata ko the primary responsibility of any government in this entire world is to protect the life and the properties of the citizens in that nation. That's why the government is a budget or land the menkata for billions for the security matters. Sani Ismail Sise kana aman fen soda be men fola Gambia diune kanya tili molla ko wo bureau di change nyoli woli they is their responsibility to protect their workers. Gambia diune nyanta kelanteli be bira kulati. So e be la korda kono. Ite la korda kono. Banko nyanta protect la masa kundale. O masa kunda ko ateli kili wakilali mu al security la korda kono. Adi yalo mune benakila. Emole security la korda kono momo security la korda la biro le kidol dila. Gambia will turn to be a criminal state because some of those people al bemen takan security ya be kilo dile la. Isi de korda ti yo frontale ye attack. So you are not safe. Ano Adam Barrow nkali ala kumo mwele. Adam Barrow does not even have respect for the taxpayers in that country. Adam Barrow kate beta tolulule. Nin tolulo be. Adam Barrow tata dawda akelaje e ka jole pan night ala pademna. Ala minister sol men ka bulano ma fali ama ka bulano ma kensen. E ka nyil be jole. E ka nata e ka foel men sang. E be security men bulale noma. O security la allowance nim bebe bokan jomale ba atel fuarol men be kumbo kan ko alla leptanol to boriteje. Fuaro men be kumbo kan ko alla security sector failed because polisol moto table polisol mur kotol le katarable Gambia polisol samata kotol le bebul Gambia polisol cycle kotol le bebul but NPP la bureau abebe fari moto la 3.5 million vehicles wo Adam Baroko akanata yayo la 5 times in a year e betanda na mo bulonda na je ala kabulo ko so Adam Barole walakin nalo tata fulale ko alla education be nyine kala je silo doron al deun be fa kam fanka sokono because there is no job in that country. And the UDP même for wolamuko agriculture ni nata be prioritize la because Gambia is a signatory to the Maputo Maputo declaration. O Maputo declaration muneti wolamuko every country or every member in that declaration may yalonko ya sign wolamuko 10% of your budget should go to the agriculture. At this recent Gambia and we are signatory to that yalon jolle kataje 2.5% alla budget wala katala agriculture. President Barrow ala men katanteles agriculture and in President Barrow la office men kataje men katari tema bukatambe 200 million adu Adam Barrow la office mo men be do ko la less than 1,000 people but the 2.something million sama senelale will be dependent damen ka wala budget Adam Barrow no la budget kala fla kanyanda. Is that fair? But UDP ko ni telunata 10% keme o keme ni ka wala collect na yal na keme o keme na budget kon ni budget mu 1 million neti 1 million neti alon ko 100,000 wo bebeta kam min dole wo beta agriculture. That is the UDP wala mu la placed adunina te make we are going to hold them accountable because esa jawla mu sama senelalete mbaño le mu sama senelalete namol be mu sama senelalete. Ano UDP la nina na education system on ye même fo wala muko mbenye fenko men na education system is completely disaster wala yatinna ko kam mo jane master degree IG Gambia University he became a liar. IG Gambia University he became a politician kabula politician he became a press singer of the politician because muneketa they only have paper so-called degree but the experience and then the practical failed. Ya dunia dawo jadi natata skills work le kasambajan. German is one of the most skilled work country in the entire world. In entire world. But ninata be Europe kono. German la economic is bigger than German la economic. UDP ko ninata ebe menkela education be falena. Ngo e janni beta ibafula kontemo ame economic banko be tata commerce la Gambia student be only few men kata science la the rest all commerce abe kata commerce business men be la karam mo joka fo ba mala fo fa mala fo fa ne mala muna bank katot Nita ko ita kana business le fenke jomale be capital deal if you have a useless government there. Business. You know UDP what they want to do? They want to prioritize the skills centers. Plumberings. Yeke welder salt. Yeke carpenter salt. To help the people many alonko e karan ke jita ila mutually UDP be ma ko ila ka jora on sanye so that those people can start their own work so that they also can create the employment for their fellow youth. Nyine jaman sambanya. Ita jita ite mu weldad. Kodi table ibe la jora on sanany men masakunda ko do bonda ko jora on sanyin. Mazakunda bo koro men bondila ibe 2 years dile lale kaje ko manyan julo nyin jula ne 1 million dile ko consula ta men nato 1.1 million laftola million kilo 100,000 ye ko do nyin jopal bari be sawne fole bari be sanji bula le ne folo pour janni la business on be stand. That is how the government serious governments are working. But it is grade 12 ame economy ibe mun albebe la banda mun la boot leaking. And that's why most of our young people today in the politics, they see the politics as their survival. Even jumping from one political party to another until they reach to the state house. Because state house is a political flow market. Alialo flow market, lumo, political lumo. E may ñul be sa lumo ñi neto. E da may faati ñul be wa fo lumo te. Political lumo be wolt. Wala ngi ka fo you funding kiol. Kata ka football jasi sa kadi funding kiol. Entel be waraka pilele. Ibe fam fale da filo. Let me tell you in football. Mol men kata football posol lo be fenkol kila it's nonsense. Al stadium law we have a ministry. If our ministry doesn't you have a minister of sport, ministry of youth and sport. Why will the politician go and buy the football jersey and say I told Adel many local besan toto I can buy ni la musoni doni eka football jersey sabe na falama because you will never become a professional player. Because according to the world statistics, I think every 1 million in the world population, I think it's only one person will can football professional. Wala tina Germany system ole dundi. Maybe that kind of football school or if football, they will make so you learn something so that if you are not success in your football, then you can depend on that as your survival. But it take a football lale. Ela football can and I never see mature me yalon ko moment na career buka jamfa on football because some people at the age of 30 can retire, some retire at the age of 35. Wakata le model be university be la karon. It when you start retiring. So nitela career man na jamfa wala man na loki yef timo so to me yalo ko they are well paid. If you don't be careful, you will turn to be a criminal, and ex-player became a criminal in the society. So what he will do? Well, at the German system will create ko. Hani don't better ka football, but he must learn something. Akeda skill letiba. What also ever fast one professional like Karang, so that if he is not success in the football, abe mune kila side, abe depend na lawo mecho like. Because football is like a lotto, it's win and lose. Yeah, but more me aloka abe 35 retired from the football. And that a man na play Timo me aloka sembo warta nasi kodi sotoki. Say wo mari let life be dependent on from 35 years on, and have a dimba le sotola family le babu. You don't think all about this. But you can have football jersey say kadi mola. When we have Ministry of Sport, Youth and Sport, it will man stadium of Fanlono. At the Belgian Waraka car, and you'll feel couple and the couple from Lunkin and Canal Yabe Party and Yabang. Yet I am so quite Majika and Kobe Majingo being different from That's what you want, Gambian youth. All this nonsense naweta nakal na family. Because what do you should understand? A banta foot at 25 years, a man do football, a man professional footballer, forget it. You will not make it again. I'm not discouraging you. Because even those with the age of 27 years today, if a footballer because in the football today and football yesterday is different. ebe timo menjela bi abe football timo ko ne ko nyimbe 35 years 36 years very very few abe 25 from 27 down. So UDP wala tina ko eko nitel nata coming in nonsense football jasi sankadi mo la fenko build the mini stadium. You know, they will create the football school to promote the sport. Nigo sport is not about only football. But in Gambia, we know sport as only football. You have best basket there. You have baseball there. You have tennis ball there. You have swimming, government swim competition. These are all part of sport. Wrestling. People are making millions. Another agricultural UDP want to, you know, Amanke agriculture is about only katadabu mutakasaba. Hanide agriculture ni livestock rearing animal soul baby wala ko. Isitale yenye come say nyoda be kolere. Non to nyo kan yo malayandi wo is mostly easier things. Me yalo ka sono ya. Ye pompo jindi ye pompo fix so tandel men be oji seol mavon. Ye pompo fix ba kono rek. Yeta ye fenke ba swimming ba fenke ba yele ye nyawli tay ye yiruma kono. You can supply the restaurant, you can supply the hotel. These are very good businesses. But if you have useless government, Mayalonko is only doing a betterment of Garawale, lawyer Dabo Abe Kuranal, lawyer Dabo Naman Fate, when Mansa Sifa Fan left away. When the world is moving forward, Adama Baronala Mulka Arieroleta. Funding ke Hammen Tankalan town Bebuladinganum, Adam Baro forever. Al kadimo al kafo Adam Baro forever. Dimo al fanana future destroy forever. O fanaka yellow wanyale. Ala la banko bondi criminal ulbul. Atel la banko al nyanta melon na bi. Alla banko betembo mento bi more than 120 billion ni julobe Gambia. Albo jola nyadile. Binio calculate be 100 something billion. Gambia Gambia di niaju be julo membala membe kono membe na wulula kiliwo klasi ata odala si wuli luluti albo bon lamento moment buka tapala paso fonso do kado mono alla police ol hanani je la ka pol be kunna ten ni na de ko hello ela na ful be kunna ela na ful be do yare be kumbe billahi Gambia police ol la ko kande bala fa bala wato do la ko fa kan fal Adam Baro be tembo mentote. Yalo Gambia di le nyanta Adam Baro riskiula. Adam Baro la mo le nyanta riskiula. Bara be tembo mentote setano le babal. Setano. Because Adam Baro yalo ne katinaji da be da kasole. Yo nyin don fana men yalo ko ko etel mo opposition leti. What is their problem? Wala problem o menti ko wala mo ko UDP wala manyan na lola sontel la kafo nyanto ci kala ngadi tella. Be Gambia be bawa be ya mira ko ni Italy UDP ni Italy endosi be UDP le mako yalo Gambia do dol fon beje last time no dole ka foni ko heart attack bende 2026 heart attack benge ngai 2026 mbe sila na ko le kanjam mbe alla resultul jubel mbe tallan na timinna mbe tallan na popcorn domola na muso yalo na muso tabiro no bage jabe kuna muso le bembu ngai ko in fact mbe subole san better la domola ni ko wi baro ngabala faliye but for yakina UDP tetar la Gambia ba we will continue to run as a political party but the Gambians who are going to suffer ngati le kata le tanul kon e kon deme yalon ko heart attack sinde wendi ndela muso be jam anya ka bebe na kilo tabaka e bendi on tabi akan nama nyankatan di on tabi ye Adam Baro la gagné wende so heart attack la What kenola if on yolone ndel benin diamo men na leftale ko kam men je jang wala kam bula diamula ga nafa men je jang nga system o men je jang lefta wala tare na banko ka bara manke anything else wallahi manke fen fana leftale ko na banko e boni situation ko man sawo man sanata way afam marandi wodulanin man sawo man sanata afan dundi masibo ko wodulan ni tele me fam bondino Gambia diwne ale barafali diwne ya ali kana so kanake exile man salti jawara ida sanji tambu sabaita exile ya jambe sanji mo fulaita exile al filal be baro fana dunde ka di sem problème le kon nim baro ma fam bondino ateli ya bondije ntel la banko president fol be la banata exile ba because setanol men be bala wol men ka fo ko be tar la jande fafaw no men ko ya jambe abe tar la jam fafaw ya jambe te jede ya jambe na la dimbal fonte nyo kan say bar wol ni la dimbal be siri ne ba enjoy ko mo sifa kinon le fele adam baro no mako de ni adam baro fanata exile membe sila e fon ko di mansa o mansa be siri tel ni wolam so e kam mansal dundi problème o konole etel ni la dimbal tar siri o banko kay ba enjoy la ete mansani diwni te hantar la nyoka adam baro fo lafta wala meni katara fole ko ha luwale ko isilono bar wol wakilon fana men forcé kalode adu dunia adamadi mo waso important de adamadi kane lamoy mo fana bela kane lamoy mo bela de modol beje wol ke dundi ko kono because itel be kam faade modol beje wol be support kanyika because ko be wataji bayol bari tejal nan talo na wol men be wataji bayola wol lawo wataji bayo na faalante sama hanni tay adam baro hanni gagné dal ndel man ala dan wala de but ni me ke ko nyi mata bola nyi masa kunda kono and we never want to, we don't ever wish to go back to the military rule again bari nyanta jube dal West Africa kono e fonyo membe block kanje ntel man la fi wo fonyo ay nantel la banko kanko deke because ntel ngalo le ko mo military rule te we don't want that adam baro ning ayatare ye banko nyin kanule ilafta Gambia diwle Gambia bunya yalon ko kos jomale natindi alon ko mansa kilin jamano buka dunia bang ebe dindo ko menna mo ebe je bay teje bang namo le ba do ko ka mankete as pazen Gambia diwla namo wala be do ko nyin keka so wo namo ite be je teje bang wo namo be jolale ite be je teje bang wo namo be ala do ko kelal so many ka ake kun ko wo minister wol bele minister ya dam bane no made ni boyta wolle fulo be kala multi men ya lon ko ebe resign la ila position ye men ke ya jambe be ya jambe boyta be start ka resign ka start to save their integrity to guide their integrity munena ta ke ya jambe kilin tata hanani men tata nyola me ya bana fatu je aka bana fama important nga nyako ala family ta nyako fenti sidi tapale ci wawan jay abulata ya jambe no amamurna bi amandar wodi sem joy yalle fane kuna menke ya jambe adam baro ite yudol lan walakin an ka foy ko yaje ala na lafta la jondi halakila wato dul aka adama be tembo men to ten e ka fo men na summum bukum umuyum fahul la yarjiuna wala be dala ite je non nento sidin jayme ya babula je sidin jay ya fatu Gambia sidin jay la musoltu Gambia ite amira mo me yoke moye ayala musotu je aya ba ma tuje aya diwni tuje ay ya jambe bandi kotor ako he will die for ya jambe today wo na muru ite yota fo bi wo mo kilo ne ka fo ite fane you will run for that time ama ya jambe wati nyamate watla wonyam ndema fete gagné la 2026 ela gagné otende buloko no ndemanke alati masembo so ela gagné la masembo so ela gagné baliala barinko overstay man president wati Gambia kono president yakata wati la fada so many be no may ka afo ko tel lafte tel wol be position le noma sinin janyo be siar wol kono le Ismaila Cissé nyul ben be yalo be kuma ba fola union be siar kono le they will end up abandoning you abe problème be kala munede etel ni la family be separate la comme ya jambe na la family separate tanyam e wulu nyama fisi anyil dodot e wulu nyama fisi a jawarati bari niaje alay adamadi dandar la tattabi'u ahwa'i dunya al kana bula dunya ni dial noma alaman la fala ka adamadi manyan na bula la dunya ni dial noma la tattabi'u ahwa'i dunya yaje kodo mu la right ila ni diabe kodo to that is the right moment pray for stop ghetto to save yourself and save your tomorrow kadu nyil membe ba fole ko betala le by force yes many ka fo ko luwa le sembodi la yes but luwa sembodi la kodo la buka wol ken luwa ma fo moy ko manyan jeni kala na man ke sariya wonati ni dumbe sariya on noma sariya ye counting ya sariya on la ko karola le ba qur'ano fan ko molene lima taquluna ma la tafaluna al kada kumol falta min kala haburan maqtan indallahi an taquluna ma la tafaluna al kana kumol fo al temen kela katun ka kumo fo ite men kela ala ko mu femba ku jaw bale matate alaya ka kumo fo ite men kela adam baro yoleke ime mirawo kito fan folola al kiyam junmela tintimbo ka ya jirmola sappe ka tintimbo e bole keka nin kunin din jelelal men be bala wol be minister position le noma de kunun doli ko mu joneti kunun doli ko etelte bulale noma nin bi wolle mu la tandan ko slati wolle kela dala tike noma e nyante ko ma felelal de e nyantalo ne be nin biri jomale sundi kanyola gambia diun bukala mo kendol makoy gambia diun manke nyaton ko dadalati gambia diun mu nyaton ka tinyalalati okay kun kono adam baron they destroy people gambia diun hani alkalul jama felita ye momen nakindi bala alka sefol jamal felita ye momen nakindi bala katun ada gambia diun be nyame nate be position oto abu atalana faawo position oto be wala mira kande bar sama abu ko mira jet adu ala ya ko endali man fa kayfa ija jama'anahum li yawmin la rayba fihi wa wafiyatu kullu nafsin ma kasaba wa hum la yadhlimun ala yolo fo lum benala lum be yalo ko la rayba fihi wala ko sikata luna wolum be adama dum be kafla nyoma le fewfem fanam bara ale fewfem fom ba be kafla nyoma wolune mbali kondi bola be la killing ando ala ko hanimo killing ate nakarle la baroka anyi mata jawmato nyin dunia men alibali fam faka ka nyin positionul nyin minister positionul permanent secretary positionul akuyatalal diatalal be bola jet ni mol mal bondi je saya bal bondi la jet ni saya mal bondi je courant bal bondi la jet alte nyin positionul keno la forever wota tanin hakilola dunia yaje nin adama dum wasata to e malu dum bukata ala yade enen malo bukay danko alkiyama adi komo fanam buke ko jimi itata dawda bar adam baro eni la nyim minister sol men yalon ko wol fone hani alkalite keno la fon hani te keno la gisel kantala gisel la security soko kake minister so ni wol ke minister obviously tela wala mu wala alati de ni ko le jombi do ka fone how high ni ko sali ka fone ngasora joma kar bari ke nyinin kala fosale wato sitale ite nyinin kala muna kene ko nga jombi. They are always ready because muneketa ye positional dealer e mamme yalo ni fondi mola mamme disab akana guilty nga fanyel me ya diala no kai ko ka woleke most of your ministers will be all temple to be but kunun tel ni wol bele lo tan ko ite adam baro mo malli keda mo man fen keda kono ite fonde lo tay ko man satena la nyim banko kan membe nyim banko marala sangitan so ni wol ke ye useless quality adam baro yamira ko molte kuno la je koy bakila ma tewlete ntele nyin kumol fo barin te regardla ala de abuka haw jala jon koto amanke fende fo nyin dunya makamo ando ala ko wama utitu min shay'in famata'ul hayati dunya wa zinatuha wama inda allahi khairun abuka fala ta'kilun enyin dunia ba po membe jalbe borin na noma a be manke fente musunyi ma nyini lom e moto bayi du moto bali kono e do mordi malde ma be tata nata wallahi te fen kila je ko de amin da manam de bare ala ko alkiyama wala musuoti membe la banna a telefonam fisiyata woto nyun dunia kana kene yela alkiyamo wafi adam baro be kulle la de bari malon tem folo because dunia be kunle kono dunia dum be momen kun kono woni setan la woni ala bukatarde walakin nabi ka kumol fo sama ye ton at ku ya handa tar qur'ano yo sifal balle bari te fe bi nyonte bi gambia be la fritel la bawo kunun den jele lal be bala adam baro gambia doni bi ni bitade be 90% isi 100% fa be nol ala buka adamadi mutade abuka hawji kamade ake bulale jawara tar sajene sanji tansaba gambia dion ba fay kay continuously fayda ma obama nalo ta america ate gagné la tata nyin joj atodo this guy this Trump na lota America fe ama biate gagné non. So ina ganyo presidency does not make you to be a competent person. Does not make you, because you have, especially in Africa, this incumbency opportunity member eka will use. Eka vole banko don bela frila e bela sunyarul la dumebe. But lu bena ning ala subhanahu wa ta'ala parete kama. Abe malundi la dunia abe tema. Adu president baro kana so yedu wo malun na mol kono. Alla ning every time al kana banko malundi le. Nte kume fla kam malule. Because I can tell you, I can bank down the expose. Mung adamadin si fan na muit. Nothing is more peaceful. Nothing is more happier. Nothing is more, it can be proud than former president. I feel seeing the independence celebration. If the former president Fanan Fere, I be seeing Adam Barrow, and the former president Cardi Fanan Fere seeing, Afana Bejane, in Biamu Alifaleti, many who can look at Kule Diata Yintiba. Adam Barrow, will you not be happy? For example, we have a sitting president. It is as a vote for former president. Sitting president Yakilikai, a Yinika advice dollar. Ebe Siri La Bankoka. Will you not be happy? Sitting president Yalonde, who crisis pet leto, but on the former president Kije, Kata Fana West Africa on Alpha. I tell on my behalf, coming Jonathan Bemenke can be Nigeria. Will you not be happy for that? Adamadun Bunya Eka soto nole ni adoku. But Horomanta ya fanan, Jutun Naya, ni lafta ale eka soto le, abetu te la doku nyale bulu. Momans intente, Adamadun kala katole ke. Katonin katonin afenke atim mandi dula wobe ala subhanahu wa ta'ala bulu. Ndel UDP, Gambia opposition benna katole kela, ke bondi. Bari wo bondi ro nyabe ala bulu. Ndel benna katole kela de. Bawo ala ko nga wo katole ke. Atu to wo batele bulo ko. But the right thing to do, many Kafoiko, it is not in our constitution. President Barrow can run as long as he wants, as long as Gambians continue to vote for him. Those people are your biggest enemy. They want to see your serious downfall. Elafte elabantula moli ekejelefendi. Kana songala de. Jawara should be a lesson for you. Ya Jambe should be a lesson for you. Ninja wara tata exile. Ya Jambe tata exile. May you samba. Ite yanta karanna to avoid going to the exile. Ni fana tata exile ite fana yau tutude. Niaje ala ko nyeko. Shiru fil arda fanzuru kaifa kana akibata alladhina min qablikum kanu ashaddu minhum quwwatan. Akali mo fololu jube. Alal hakilol murundi mo fololu kan. Many tartanyin dunia kono jannate benala. Eke yatalti ala yolo fo etelle ke yatalti. Ye nafulo fanan sodate ya sembo sotalti. Katu wol nin nabiyo molle kasi. Ikafo nabiyo moy kome Musa la mole men fay. E Mario kilinya na domoro jindinge. Ala yol beke. E Mario kile ya fay kontel malla finyin. Ay Musa nyinen ka fenfenna. Ni kay ko ala ni Musa ala dane Musa ala kake ala mantole fala mantolo tatumo mena kay ko Musa e nyi membe ko ala e ko ite Mario akanyim fenfenke ntel be ngajelo ka ya kele bara ye mune fay kay lan nu'minu laka hatta nara Allah jahratan bar ntel tel lela fonim fone alaji yalo mu balan na balis walatin nako ala ko kanu ashaddu minkum quwwat wala ke ya talti bare ala ko nge halaki nyaadile Katu wo manke alaya o manke alaya fenti men kole atabulu fan kawul be halakil wata kilin alaya wala fo walatina ay kila la mantul dandanda akoy ko alal hakilo murundi mol folol kam meni data jannatul benala ngamun dalila le akina ngawul halaki ni kukurun men ke nge halaki ka teli yo kukurun avoid pour kanal fanan halaki Parsila wole kukurun men ke ala ye halaki nintel ba ke kan ko ala kan ala tentel halaki la who are we Adam Barrow bole ke kan ntel ni tebe ko ya jamme jawara overstate ale aya kudeta tata exile wole ya jambe wuluntele ala banta mo nekena ya jawara fana ala lahi dol tinyat ala mo ne manen kafar kala ba according to a promise le ko ate lola 1992 election la mo kilon men be koto bi ka fe ko barolo wo mo sifa kilon le tata jawara lay kaylo bar biri ye jawara kudeta na la family le banko bula mune keta wolle nata jompi kala ya jambe ka kanala adam aduna adam baro gambia di manke lan na fenti nim position o bebul kanala gambia di una de walatinna dina kitabol dol ya fe ko ni be nyaton kayala duwa ala ye so kafunyol la men be hakilo bulandila alala e ko nyaton ka sifalin ila bon kanyi nyale katu ni kafunyol so men ke bulan e hakilo bulandi alala e jama be je bu kafili bari yemol so men ke hakilo bulandi fenna naman ke dunia dambanete dunia la nyarandire fionde the worldly life luxuries ike hakilo blandol most of those kind of leaders ila en bukanyinya adu adam baro e fanam bo molle kono tentengi etela account o kono esiji peacefully ila account e be domoro kala fo janne dunia e mamari un bene be fanna fana la fo janne dunia be banna Gambia Masakunda will continue to pay you but ibabe la do ko ni ibabe tinyaka ibena fola be la mandin kolka fo mena sodo kola 4 almu alembe tankala ya jambe na la 900 million bi adele mala kordal beta korda kilon fa tabul Gambia ko momen ka fo deka bi mako mom you don't still learn momen ye ya jambe dundi wo problem o kono bi wol feleni la dimbal be siring e ka bulo ko side adam baro ye ni be sile ni be jele la nyoka we ay si ya jambe adiulle ana la musol fa ala muso fa kodinto abukata ya ala muso ya abando I don't know whether it is true or not. That was not in open interest for it. Wato nyilbe nyanda kele karan kule. Meni kallo ko ya jambe ninja jambe kabena. Ite adam baro ko po stop la. Yelole be bonna wol jamal lebi. Yedol ke ambassador te hayna South Africa. Rambo jata nyol. Nyimbe nyanda kele lezen leti. Sanji tamma ketiri tandide ite fe bi be nyi dia nyi men kono. Ni dia nyi ite fe yetir kili ne ke man sayala. Bar sanji tammangetil tandide anambaro hanni ko mo ku ye sanji lulle ki sanji kiline ke Gambia kono president yal dunia be bannale president Gambia dum bete president ya sotul oto nin ala yete ke wote hanni til kilin ala tendude ala la nemo tendu ay nemo men kale ali wasa ala la nemo kay nemo men dialla bar ni ko te wasala ala be mi jabam malundilale bi president baro setan le be bandira ngalo na be nyimme fo ka fali kay kan jubele kan jele but angalel ko who laugh last laugh at the best laugh the best ndele yalla ndele kala president madu afa ala kanan kate may god forbid but dol be jete yaben tel nge konne personally me comme personally de kunun tel me lon fa ban yaje bimbe diamuli la kuola adama di wona kumo important tale kato ala ka be nafikol kono taman serol kono o taman serol men yalon ko idha hadasa kadaba na mariya daira ka fani yala fo mole fani ya fo man tambi nyin ne te fon lota ko mole ko ntete lola ko sanji tan na tambi tan te lola man satina nyim Gambia kono membe nyim banko mara la sanji tan in fact mba kala luwalte ka sili mo ngona tata bondi no la jedo bi te fon fo fele be la ko makon nyin tinya fo kallo e ka fo mole meta tata meta 4 tam meta 5 tam adam bare be nyin ibe diamu kan ala la jondi on lede wol man kuno jede asiya fo nyamendo ko Gambia la constitutional la ditela bare ko constitutional killing Gambia diun jama be je lafta wala change la yesi on lo kay kade kela bi ko sembo be tele blokade be jikre police sol menika bare ko nyaabe police sol la e ka fale bu ka kuno de alu de adam bare be fala police te kuno ni la nyin security be qur'ano kam men fal zalimuna fi qamratul maut wal malaikatu basu aydihim no bena la malaikol saya malaikol nabe dunne la buna eni la security men bebe lori la bunda le te kanalo na fennat ayna ye mutatap oto kane fantama ni dunia sembola amanke fenti molle sembo so men tambite te la saya ye muta ye munen roke e man tafasnoje bebe lori be kuba telimbalol fola eni nata ko nyin kelo te tin Gambia dimul tema nyin kelo be nin ala subhanahu wa ta'ala la tema kato ala kilo na ko يا أيها الذين آمنوا أتل مول من ديمان يتعوفوا بالأحد على الله لول تمان إن الأحد كان مسؤولا كاتون الله دي والله دي مبانين كان الكمان ولون nobody force you to lie to promise the Gambians And alako, we should keep our promises. Because every promise will be questionable on the day of the judgment. You will be held accountable or free. So nyim kunin din jelal men yalon ko be balating. E ba fole hani Fir'auna ni Hamana Italian history. Hamana Fir'auna labanga ya landi ay Fir'auna laddia fannal ko Fir'auna mu analyst. Labang ni Musa nata Hamana fonka Fir'auna nene Hamana ko Hamana in fact lafte bun jamon lo nyangata Musa Mario jube. Fabe fani yalla, fabe tonya. Imagine. That is the belief. Fir'auna men soto Hamana. Musa nyoli bini Musa na ta kai Musa muta tolo ta Musa Hamana nyoli ka belief indi ko belela Hamana nyoli kita mu jawolti men yalla ko tawrata no abe koyrema tawrat Musa la buko bari ka wo buko ta ka manipulate ko men ye Musa Fir'auna febo ye o kitol nyil ta kono men ma febo ye jamfa wo kitol nyil ya fay ko in fact isa ke no tenne ala koy ko fatuminuna bi ba'd alkitabi wa takhfiruna bi ba'd akoy ko alkasson luwa dolla men be tawrato kuna le balan dolla atel balannan fatuminuna bi ba'd alkitabi wa takhfiruna bi ba'd men yali febo luwal to alkasson walla men bali febo ale balan walla bari na la ta dol kal salandi ka bari na ala ta tele ka man kala febo ta le balan akoy fama jaja ama yaf'al zalika minkum molla jobe nyaadi le men kabara wo kusi fala society kono illa kidi o fil hayati dunya wa yawm al qiyamah yuriduna ila asad al ajaba wa ma Allahu bighafilin amma ta'malun ala ko bari molla jomu muneti nyin dunya kono men ka bara wala luwa me ye febo ye sembe wala luwa me febo ye koldi wala ala ko wallahi yankan wol tefenti la jote fenti nyin dunya kono na manke yankan katoni kole yalete ako ni futata alkiyama fente je fo yankan kat kole ada baro sabar de nyin dunya di ya bannola men ka fo it is your right. Yes, constitutionally, it is your right. But ila kuma kanto, it is not right, alaya. Because he tell you promise, okay? Allah don't call promise should be kept. Ufu bil ahad. Alallahi dul timbandil. Yaje wala kinan konte la Muslim society, Muslim na fi ko le siata o bankoka. Ida ka mol fatani men ko ala ko nga fatanyim. Mol ka taro kekan. Ida fan kana fo mol ala lente yamar wo men yalo ko be ala soso ka ko nga bule no. Wala dina Gambia la nyin kawan la konde buka bula mono ma mola ko bukan sula. Mbukani most of them I don't even take them serious. Tatun ala ate kol haramu yandi la moluma mo men bo kol moli soto bo kol barandi kan ala kilimo ya fo ite bula wono. So you want to tell us ko ala ka fan contradict. Subhanallah. Ala ne to kena. Tatun hani Qur'ano kono ne aja ko bani fa akoy ko fala tut'huma kana bule bani fano wa in jahadaka ala an tusrika bihi ma laysa laka bihi ilm fala tut'huma sahibuhuma fi dunya ma'rufa ibani fa fani ya markula memman ke ala siloti kana bule nom so ite kana ka fo mole ko ha ala kila len tel ya mar kon kana kon mansal noma bal sain akila ko mansa jomal no fo kila ko na hanni mansa kuriyata bula noma. So this kind of the preaching may yalo ko muslim wol badi ke nyom muslim wala wala kinambe malulin na bankol kan tata dawda yaje muslim na fiko atata dawda aka fail because amandla muslim ya correctante muslim ya te boy no la de muslim ya kafiro bu ka boy no de bare maje bi muslim wala ni kafiro dun danyo la dawda pramoni kal boy. For example la darni musolla nyaka to tajube musolla nyaka to ta na sekol men ye fan wuru jam they were defeated. They will defeat woefully because they ebe kere ni musola ni nyaka to mama na tari kere ta ku kutono ma wonya kamansa de bonk no bi ila kambe mutalale ala be ma ko ila jel bare yalo munatina ala te ma ko fo etelle ma fo mole ko man sabu ka soso sai man sako nyaka to taye bo dibitol tare man sa fa sai ko kata o dibitol ala fa kanyi jube la ke jele wallahi billahi tallahi ajibe rek misili mol nkoy ne afo Gambia di ya kankanfa Gambia ka afo ne ko 95% of the population ne ka afo misili mol wala de ko 95% of fanan kono only 5% real misili mol e maja e kal diwnu bay Cristiano kal diwnu bay la karambo ni koy be salila alla dino ko musonyanta fanto sutural musonyanta balo be mural Cristiano alkata Cristiano diwla alkata Cristiano la karambulto men yalon ko man ala wal diwni foni e balol koba amanke fenkante fo nyin dunia alke samba kito lay kal boyndi munat ne tal boyndi la e bal boyndi la putuk katal be ala men normal man lala ni siata e mallo tonya no mela siya bu kana faso to de ni siata e mallo tonya noma yela alala yebo deku dekola comme alaka men fo fala taqafuni wa fala taqafuhu wa qafuni in kuntum mu'minin fo gambe misile mal be wonyale e ma jale Cristiano samba kito la e mal boyndi alla banko hafo 95% of the population no be karambun masakunda karambun be misile be be karandirol la je munasine alla school la karon man barakano for Cristiano. What is the difference between the Christian school and the public school? What is the difference between the, because most of these pre-missionary schools are Christian schools. They are Gambian who are teaching there. They got a people many along go exilatale ko iben yenteta do ko la wo do ko ni nyanta kela nyaman wala tinna ko ila wo ala hannin tel nite dina kilintide bari tel la ala ila tawo ala menna wala tinne be karandiro ke ka nyama nyanta kela nyama fo ila karambu yatel misil mol nyabo alkal diun sambelaje atel men siada man karambu so be fon produce no mol be nyabo la men fe Cristiano le ka nyabo la karambu ne fe sa la barakol le alka ala dani men la non to fonde ni misil ni Cristiano nyanda dara kitola ko kan diun le bayla karamudo ete la karamudo as a Muslim majority country, why can't you build a school ye teacher kendol na denje so misil mo ko teacher kende tal ko alla ni government do kula bal be mit the degree every day congratulations ka be misil me diun ile alla ni teacher mel me ala ko ni master ile no le matele misilime diuni e mal e menyo misilimo la karambuni keno nyaboti fo Cristiano meni mi yalo ke be karandi la Christian dulamento wolle do yatante la population kono wol nata yela karambuni ta ke barakande fatel misilimo ka nyabo fe al kanay ka fal diun te salle la school al ke samba kito la munaki ne tala busandi la nal ni benta kito la alla la responsibility ta as Muslims non dal betula defeat al betula manula le yaje misil morning Christi misil morning dina kote nal benta dawde yal bute kito lal malla alala al mantara la misil me asilo fasaka mune okay because system alla Ministry of Education mo jolne be do ko la misil be dim na man ke Gambia tin ne mo nyiw je banku dulato misil me banku dulaho dulale to wo kamune ni ne tanda kan na misil me na africain authentic akana misil me na africain authentic ni alla ma ka wonto he dol beta be kumbola min baroko yenna dino le tinya musolla ala ma fo moye ko ni musota da din e nyakato am amanke automola misilme atimmata muso man ta nyakato automola misilme am timma am fembo mola misilme bare ma jal ka kumbo wolka man sa kunda na ta jay bor ba taro na tinde kam wol diwni fa hilim baliyaka atel dina nyaton ka kilon le lata wo mansa kunda ka kata wala family nene ka foye ko ha yalon alala kiti ta nyinna la ilaha illallah Christian kilin tal kono itakel katum muneke da ye faro nyinke tawnte yale kama anu kila ko sallallahu alaihi wasallam be kila men no mako bawal ko kila le kali yamar kale bula ala mansal noma ngalo ne nin kila be balora be mo jamala di bonkula nyin kawandilal kono bawo nin Qur'ano ko hani bani fa bule no makku kendoka wo Qur'an kilum bena mun authentic la bare nyin duniya ko femman fise wululade na manke nabiy mol ya wobena wo kitabu kilum meye yamar wala wobena fulaytene bula mansa no mansa kurun bi alkoleta albetala mansale altuloba la million be kasara altuloba la be molla nafulo sunya altuloba la be mol sambala kiti dulan bari maje albe système men fasa kay maje bal victimize ka muslimon alko sunno la munya ka to tat imaje yalla sunna kilim barma prakasal bu fayma prakasal bu altada kito la albe mun no la je sunkudindi men yalon ko ye missionary school samba kito la ko wol bukaso itele mura ila karambun la ko atel men yalon kal alale dane albe alale to al man baraka keno alla fewnito alal fanyine galbe ala jomale to ite mu majority ti banko kan ite muslimo majority ti muslimo din jolle be je melni la degree ni masters mu wo banko ka alman school fon sotono je membe kala school baraka mate alla ko te bala fati naman ke kurtu sutun din dunleti mashille alla fadele ma ala be jila nan kala kelo kala hani kila nyol la wato la yendi yole la ye barako kolle ke ka katoke e manke sada dani lati man sano man ko kila ni man saman time soto nyola wala bi al ka ho mol ko kila kale bula man salno ma malolom tatun Gambia 95% more majority al kamme for muslimol etada every corner jami'ul lebeje etada every Johnson jami'ul nin daral lebeje hanse al korda karambun barakarin fon sotonola al don be karan kendol kila dan ye karambun baraka ma je o banko ka loko cristiano le la fenko adal be ala jomale to Allahu akbar ya rabbi misil mena fi jama betade ale système men tutu al kammen fa la taliboli al tabero fay karnyole karne be ala kolto politician oli ni be bero fay la banko la ko kande wol data dina kuto they only hide themselves behind the dino kono to moment na la interest beje yalo adam baro même fon lota ja kale ko nyim banko manke dina banka fo adam baro le mo faale altadal bulata UDP ko la ko le hamadiyal le bulay duwata nindele hamadiyal bulan duwata bar ndele mallan sen di hamadiyal o banko ka adam baro e hamadiyal ay lansino di la pour operator o banko ka ndele bulay duwata ila wodwa ka ndele men ka amina wala tela men ma amina fo wala to dawol bul azawol bul but the thing is mislimo nyanta la dino lale mislimo ni lati fanna ila dino la lata la ni aje ko alman karambum baraka masoto al diwli men be karandino la e bota mislime kordal le ko muna kina wol maw karambum keno karambum baraka ma e se mislime diwli je men be karandino la nyin christian school to e be sobe yarinje bari datinde masa kunda school to e be furinte amen kala jet alka christianul samba kot wala kine tal fandan kalendila fay ma faale ko biri betale la school to e malon ko christian school law biri betale la school to fay ma fay missionary school law e tata ko beta jili bato dunna je munati nan ni ko ata dunna je be sambara kito le delta e tata karambu me yalon ko mo e salidula prepare je bari yalon no karambu nyama baraka amam baraka de al kata man sakundana yalan alale nyin fo ala ko tenne no ala ko ati Allah ati ar-rasul wa ulul amr minkum ala noma ale kila noma anen nyaton ko men yalo kale tambindal nyato ko men yalo ko ye tambindal nyato barako ala ya kilandi jele de ako fa in tanaja'tu fi shay'in faradduhu ila Allah wa rasul bar nalni wo nyaton ko walita sila qur'ano ko nalni nyaton ko walita tel ko mo ni nyaton ko manyana walita bari qur'ano me te ka karak wo kole ko fa in tanaja'tu fi shay'in faradduhu ila Allah wa rasul nanning Allah wo nyaton ko walita albe murna jomal ka kila ala subhanahu wa ta'ala nan kila an nyaton ko walita mun kam aleta qur'ano ko non nyaton ko walita mun kam wala mu ko corruption alay corruption o bande kila ya bande sai te ko kila ko ye man sa fasa bare wo ala ko allo man sal ni ku ke mem manyan al ni walita kalbe murlante alala ale kito nyin kentela silon Gambia man sa Gambia nyaton ko misilme nyaton ko damane ka lawol diulle si ale mungum yalla kida le intiya mari kan abulanin noma anyon filibante akumolde ke anyon filibante akumolde ke lam yaj'al Allahu shifa'ahu fima tuharrimu alaykum ala tali ya marlak fenna ay fewmen haramu yandi ma kwenye haramu tale mobe na o ke kan ala kilon ya fay ko bulawo mari no ku haramu atal ko janno mari bakela ala yo haramu yandi le wallahi temen ba foka ala ko ngabula no may manta tonya fokan ala ko e bula mo ken dolle no makatu qur'ano fa ko na tabi'u sabila man anaba ilayya al bula mo lasilol no ma men ye fansay alama war moome ya fansay alama be jamala nafulo sunya ala laba ala don kayna ko la taakulu amwalakum bainakum bil batila al kana mol la nafulol domo mem manke niyol la diality bare atel la tilim bali al kakase mbole ben ni tata lakdari ko la taakulu amwalan nas bi khairi taybin nafsi al kana mol la nafulo domo mem manke niyol la diality kila la hadiso fondata foko al muslimu lide al bemu badin neti harrama dammahu wa maluhu a haramu yatale kay ñom muslimu la yelo bon a haramu yatale ke ñom muslimu la nafulo tinya par man sabe sira be mo la nafulo kasara la etlo bala suto nintilo e ka fo mo le ko ha ala len tel yamare so ala yamare kale bula mo kurun le noma mbadin sabar we don't hate Adama Barrow but the system Tinyaro membala mansakunda kono. We want to rescue this man because Gambians etal al bete ata kamansal tinya al mambeta kamansal dadade al bulata mansa mansano mal ka tinya la en kamalu. Ya wara malu ne tata exile. Women yalo ko they gave us our independence. They deserve every respect. But because of overstay. Wala tinan ko Adama Barrow e baadi woni niatari laftela they will advise you momen bebe wurke kamanyil jama be je ngoy ko sidin janyol e bane nyol faanyol fili jele bulata ya jameno fo mi mamurna momen ya ba fili ja adum fili ja ala musol fili ja ta ya jameno bi wolle kanalo iteno may ka fa ni be mu fendati men ya lon ko nyanta karanne lale that is the fact ya je jim men ya lon ko coming ibe neni rolle ten ado fa fe je ka fa Babukar Bahom akataran neni la wada wabe da wonen la bari yalo wanti Abubakar Bahom nteni tete kilinde na wulule ya te kilinde yalo mune keda nde wulu nya fisiate tile I can say that loudly yalo mune keda ndela alfaliyen karandi dino lale ya koyndi ma na alfaliyen karandi yen samba karamutol tuba karam purungan na duniya lo alhamdulillah bimben nafa kangal yaje ko fode jawla men neni fode ila family entire family kono fode jawla nyonte je malo foyalo ntol manke mansano mabutle kan ndel mansula mansakunda do kula maybe you can do little bit in investigation alla wuli kewdo be je talbo konjira tay yanyenka aya foy ko jomalle montelti nabe tonya fole ndela family mansakunda do kula we don't need we are the poorest family in the entire Gambia, but we don't need government work. Ya don't tell Lamulian believe in the munel. Self-dependent, tell believe ta sama senol. Ntol manke wala kinante keno la mansa noma jalindinti. Ntel te keno hani lawyer usenda bona kita mansa da Adama Barrow be menna ni lawyer usenda bo we will turn against him. Ntel musama senela diuleti we believe on farming. Ntel lawulu lal mawulu pour kanke kake moye jonti. Ntel lawulu lal ntel yen karandi ntel batu ngafo ntel la mol wala samale sen ntel karanda sama sen ko dole la wala tinna we have self belief self confidence feda man tel muy telet ebe mol nen la ministre solier ko le Abubakar Bahom kay fi tay kay tay tranga tay lu wax de moy dega tay kay de nga yow lu wax si lo ya dabu moy dega comme ma jola 5000 fe man tel mol let Tantel la family ko ite mo jela je membe masa kunda ku fenke kaw. Because Allah mendin tel alhamdulillah. We believe on ourselves. So until ni de kilindi de. Itela yalong moment dankata awagar buahum. Ite dankata. I don't even think because yalong this is what happened. Yalong what is happened? Ning alpha my responsibility ta kadi nkulu. Naje kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let me tell you one thing. Coming for jiko faleno ngalo te jiko faleno la because yalo yalo I don't want to accuse you but but that is not even my problem. Well, that is your right, you know. But memem fole abakar bahon wala muko kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ay memfo ako nin adamadi ufata ijamata li abdu nin adamadi ufata nin najon ufata khata amalu kullu illa salasa ala baro be kunta fo bara saba nin adamadi ufata o bara sabol kono kila ay memfo sallallahu alaihi wasallam wala al waladu salih ladhi yad'u biha dinkendo me yatu koma dinkende ya manke nyiten ka eta solelo no diu me yalon ko abe kuma kendo li fola ala kuma kende musadala tala wululalka bari tete o dimuti de so ntela alfal man ntela alfal ma wulu pro ngake mola jolt na alfal man wulu pro ngake mola jorante ntela alfal en wulu kan training de pro na sama kamani tella alkiyamo kama that's what they did and alhamdulillah ndeni walakin tentella kabilo dungela nen ala be nen do kekar hani social media comme ko ite baki gane e be bulala loya usen dawula si muta loya usen si ke mamari mutle bara hana alo fay ite be existing bara ite amira ko ite la nyin neniro e bake kan tellel hani e ka every day you are attacking me insulting me attacking for the jawla insulting me insulting loya usen daw. Lawyer Usenda is my party leader. And in Safono, Alfaya Kama is a father figure to me. But if in Angela Alpha, I will never insult your parents because Ella parents will name counted dakono. I see your post every day you are tagging me. In case you be in case in an angel comment like no. Because Munekera, ni manke musifa killings. Until Alpha Londi Dunia Londi Munemu. Adamadi yati munamu bunyati munamu dinot ite you fail your parents failed to do this jamanul kafo mena di ham fazakt ya fazakt yale nyati len dantel mo sabal malo fodi e minne ba mal nene malo fo kemi ye unyem fo nyele ko kemi ne but that's not my problem but nteli e nyati len dantel mo sabal ntafon tel mona nte mak jane fode jawla ba usen ni wato la jinno li nyaati len tellen bari ben de provoke and I don't even let me tell you nte ke jele ya de kandela o parents sol neno men kena I'm proud of it yalo mun kena e ko ni mo ke la parents sol neni to nya ka ke ne molet wala tin I never respond to you and I will never insult your parent because mun kena ni temo kilente ndemal lafi ko dem leben debula ndeman kete dire I have wife I have children and I don't want my children sama moli kan na post ni kuntu e ka fa kal fama la post fele anything back ran kan lafi le sama amon ken kam man damba na mira jede I think about my children also a responsible person kam maten so ite continue wala because ite fana ite wuluta ni kam madron because that's what you have, you know, this other in psychology model beje woli ko e nyatinta mena menka happiness dila ikatar wala kala so abakar boham ite fanan you are always happy when you are insulting people so therefore I will just let you but kila ko danko be molle men yalon ko kat neni ro boy dakon ala kay molle danka men ka kuma jawo bondi dakon ka ila duwalte mutal ebe ala dani la damen na new men ka kuma jawo fo walla ala tela duwal mutal walakin you will continue to insult me I will never respond to you ndela problemo mankete ite you are another poor person me yalo marjana ke ma ko baket marjana akema ay ku jamal leke so you are insulting marjana and he even help your dad, you know, when he was in difficult situation. He was standing for your own dad, and today you are continuously insulting that guy after all what he did for you and your family. So now you jump to Esa Jola, but tell Haji tell Kudo. Because I don't take him with a toll. It ain't told today. Yaja ni many ke call be 5,000 dirida. Walterson, it be men Walterson diuni okay. You will never hear their children on social media talk less of insulting people. Because he tell Jikta ko be diuni kuluka nyame sama wolde benete marla. Maybe sama fane sike diuni nenir lati. Ibrahim Silla. Ibrahim Silla fane diuni sikari kola. Bahom. Kaifi majola 5,000 bahom. Kom kaifi. Demanyo. Ito okay ka sadada. Almalem be tanga sadada ni dimuma. Bidda wala chala. Ite nyon tole o fante kene. Bidda tole ya defend. So that's what you ite fana katra kontanere ni la rek. You are always happy. That mul bafla bakar bohom nendana. Watumo ala la kol nyati. Zafo setani nyati ndi fat surela. E fature den yane ne bota wote ye fay ki an ko to e bota wote sa ni wato be e ba kandro ka loya Usain Dabo nene rek lek itela loya Usain Dabo neno ha ila loya Usain Dabo neno wallahi aman fenne bo Alpha Bala but e nyantalo nako every day insulting the old man who is enough to be your grandparents for no reason, just because of you are rude. Aman fem bo ba Usain mahanala bari tele be junubo so ke fanye every day and night yalo bari ka junubo fo mole men sila ete ba de dum fan de wala fo kabur sinna fo be so lede ni kadu ne nyum mobe neni ni fatalu mene ko ni fem kili kay ko kalen dem si e ka fo nyaadi le kaburo fo sur wal ka kaburo nyaadi le kalen dem si bamel Abubakar ko ni men kili kay Umar kalen dem si lifin bi Abubakar bohom bamel e ka ko dede ki bob def masaga de ye fem def machaga kan mo wara lifin sa bamel ni bango be neni Abubakar bawo ni bango be neni jomale be la kaburo sinne because you see Fode Jawle kana Fode Jawle men. Let me tell you, Fode Jawle is my dad. Stop insulting him. Fode Jawle will never respond to you. Wallahi billahi. He will never even call you or say your name. Because there is no provocation against Fode Jawle. No provocation. Stop. Yalo ikanyi nendo menke minisa sol be call be 5,000 dile la 1,000 ka ko kaifi defana manyina mufenti. Nyin defend. What I can tell you, you are better than this. You can do better than this, Abubakar Bawo. You are a Gambian citizen. That country is not belong to Esa Jawla. It's not belong to Ba Usenu. It's not belong to anybody but a Gambians like you and I and others. Then Adam Barrow close stated, Malo Fayalo. I never talk about that. But go and ask Adam Barrow. Afai Esa Jawla. Adam Barrow know maybe he might not know me, but my own I don't even say that here. I let me just what Adam Barrow ya fay ko yaw lin le ban façon lifin na am yaw ak wa jawla kundankay su basé cangan den la wax ni ke ñoy sun bokk len ñoy way man nak man nek ma bokk am de man bokk ma ak Adam Barrow ci fen bemba Adam sa bokku ñu bokku yalo e kanyi Ibrahim Silla ñol melta yaje Ibrahim Silla ñol me benel kan e be different kante sama e benil fanan neni lale wo ko etam male e sama e be fanan neni lale e de tole ma sije rek yaje du sa no na la tole ya be ma jata tay garden baye la be sto ko la je yaje ede be ni minister sul mel fasa la te de no moy la ni social media e be nen roke gani government workers sul mel just to recognize shi abwakar bahom ete wol diwni jela hani de musol ni tate ni ba fla hey dof bobu man hana man dema dof ma jox ma may suma doomu ci mom e ba fla dedet ay e ba fla hana yow da nga dof try rek nga set ko ake rek just try nga dem si Amad Ba wala nga dem Ibrahima mo ne dema ñew fi ma ut this country is in mess. You are just doing unnecessary attacking, insulting people who ever talk about this government. Let me tell you, any government they are corrupt. Adam Barrow is corrupt. In fact, Adam Barrow cabinet is in Bahal cabinet. Lan moy Bahal cabinet. Bahal moy gerte, moy nete tuo, moy kong, moy lifin yep sim mum si cabinet am moy so definite meaning bob moy ni Adam Barrow amna sake amna drug dealer amna yenen yep si cabinet am. We want to risk our country. We want to rescue our country from the criminals. Today you are in the Gambia. How many young people are taking drugs? And that drugs may affect you or your children or your neighbors or your family members. The drug is not controlled in that country. Because the government itself, they have the people, many along NPP, Fasaka, they are drug cartels. NPP is financed by the drug dealers. Yes, drug cartels. You know that. So that country is belong to all of us. We are all suffering there. We are all using the same market. We are using the same hospitals. You go and use that hospital there. The one we are talking about. Adam Barrow afela abama chikala asamba. Asambira asamba Dakar, just medical checkup, 3.6 million. That alone can change your life. If you divided 3.3 million into the 3 youths, 3 million. They might even create employment whereby each of those youth may at least employ 2 or 3 people. But he used taxpayers' money, 3.6 million, just to go and check her mother's health status. So when people are talking things like this, you are everywhere insulting them, insulting people. Do you think if you like continue insulting Lawyer Dabo? And the sad thing is, why you tag me? And when you insult Lawyer Dabo, why did you tag me? Why? And this is what make me. And I even send your screenshot to the police, but they never react about, because Sidi Toure is a hypocrite. Sidi Toure is a big hypocrite. Yaje mol kam ni moy kuma for President Baroma. Isita ya arrest. Right? But you insult continuously insulting Ba Hussein day by day. You did it day before yesterday, you did it yesterday, even today you did, and you are tagging me constantly. Why are you tagging me? I'm not from Dobo. I'm not from Nyani. In fact, Nyani belong to us, Jaula Kundankas. I even tell Lawyer Hussein about this. But I'm not from Nyani. I am from Sandu. I'm not Dabo Kundanka, I'm a Jaula Kundanka. Why do you keep tagging me when you insult Ba Hussein? Why? You tag me, you tag for the Jaula. Do you think that we came from the same home with Ba Hussein? You are madman. You are madman. So Gambia di mem fulani. Na IEC. IEC is a criminal institution. It's only Gambia whereby Mobe Tarla criminal investigation o kono yati ka kake such important position oto oppositional bebe daring mo UDP jana UDP this UDP albe nyinaring ko we have a criminal as as electoral commissions chairman. Those people, many are not going to be IEC there. None of those people are qualified to be in that position because they are culprits of corruption. But no journalist is talking about it. Opposition to Diamukala, and the election will come. They even start. They even, you know, some of these people. Let me tell you, Niajube Adam Barola 2021 election. Until last Sunday, district men. The population of men yalon ko ya announce call it bota opposition. I can swear Sandu more population on yesoto. But yamuneke they infiltrated the entire Sandu because munemu Sandu ning Senegal la din Sandu to sate do lebe nyoba. E kata multana wol to ke register. Ke dundi na population kono. And the pending election of bekela e kata wo mol be kamoto le ke kata. Yalo jir kela bandi yalke boda sate wol. Nia jube yebase la population of jube yebase jube base ha fo funding ke sa to dol beje nin sa fa ke daje ka burden ka sinna fa so to ka ke problem fende funding ke beje. But how come where on earth IEC able to pull out 120 something thousand voters registration in URR? How? We should all ask about this question. Election of Bukasunya no election day. Election of Kasunya before they even conduct the election. Because wale atinako, ekatana Adama Barrow made the people attacking to, ekatana Santo Sato to threaten the alcalis. Alcalo take threaten. Yamunefo. Momo botanen santo alcalo no momo nata alcalo balanta fenko del alcalo be balanna nyadi la sate dim because in the low santo to sato you cannot say that alcalo tafula ko momo wuluta bukalo sato si wara ni mo wuluta ka ke bunya fo alcalo ne mol katala nyambolto. So mobe bono la bandana nyadi le kanawo alcalo ya kafa nata attestation la alcalo e balansate dun but because of your muneke it had a new Murtani meltote. Katana ID card in the Mayaloko, it doesn't have any benefit in Mauritania. ID card, Gambia ID card, emu value of Mauritania. Say that I will talk at ID card. Katani Guinea-Bissau. Gambia never complained any problem in Guinea-Bissau. So why do they go to Guinea-Bissau to give the ID cards this there? We know why. Because Guinea-Bissau nawo santo nawo dula bodal to ma fanna wodula to ni manding kol ni nyim fulol ni nyim badu kula sara kullo le siata jela ani be ka ID check kadi nyille. Why do they went to the Guinea-Bissau to issue ID card there? For what reason? Based on what? Because Gambians never complain ko Guinea-Bissau be ni difficulty le so kanji. Guinea-Bissau is part of the ECOWAS. Why will the Gambian immigration will travel to Guinea-Bissau to issue the ID card there? So, ebe mulekela, wala mukoning elening voters registration berasila. They will send the vehicles to those areas from Guinea-Bissau, from Mauritania. It is not in the Greater Banjul areas. They will take them to these border villages to register them there. Ka alkalo la femkolta attestation of takadi womola to register them there and infiltrate the population. Wala atin nako 2021, Adama Barrow almost win. Before even reaching to the West Coast, Mayaloko is the powerhouse. Normally, you cannot declare president win without announcing the result of the West Coast. But Adama Barrow already won before coming to the Greater Banjul areas. And this should be the question for each and every Gambians. And the opposition, we should be vigilant because these people, Pareta Munela, Kafitino Bondi, Wolatine Koeko, it will be ID registration of men nothing. They will place the immigration officers there. They will place the police also there to intimidate the people at those provinces so that they can do their activities because the law and told police will manhani wol. But Bafla Adam Barani Matajila, I feel finke, I cry. Makaru Masarallah Wallahu Khairu Makirin. abala plano lakan ala fanam bala plano lakan anu ala subhanahu wa ta'ala is the master planner kado ala ko ma khaidu zalimina illa dha'ifa to nyendirla la alla pe plano plani laka be mu plani lam fulonete ala subhanahu wa ta'ala nyinef. So every Gambian should be vigilant. Ebe movement o menna e manta dikrin fenna ka election o sunya e manta dikrin fenna because e ba ke kam ma kayleti walakin asidi toure immigration fenkoto e do ato do fenke this guy how to call it Ablai Sanya aka aba kela la diata tele and they will continue to do it. But they will all dance with their tune one by one, inshallah. Almu alem beso simane jada kendel. E balon nale ko, o banko manke baro kundati, e balon nale o banko manke Adam baro tati, e balon nale ko banko mu Gambia diun le tati, and no one is above the law. You should obey by the constitution of the Gambia. In the history, for the first time, immigration to travel to Guinea-Bissau, to Mauritania, to Sierra Leone, to Gabon, to go and issue Gambian ID card, even though Mauritania military ECOWAS. So what is the use of the ID card in Mauritania? Gambian ID card. ID card is just a useless document in the eyes of the Mauritanians. The only valuable document many alone a value outside the Gambia, that is the passport. If you don't have the passport, as a Gambian, you can go to the Gambia embassy. You can form a consular card, consular na fam wealthy, wala embassy na fam wealthy. Tell like a consular card you produce, ka stamp o kabala card ko you are a Gambia. But the ID card will never be recognized in Mauritania because they are not part of any ECOWAS organization. So what is the reason behind Gambians' authority to travel to Mauritania to issue the ID card there? And we all keep quiet about it. They know why they are doing. There is never a single day where Gambians complain about the Guinea-Bissau authorities. Kafoko, they are maltreating them. Guinea-Bissau and Gambia, we don't have any issue. Guinea-Bissau, how many citizens from Guinea-Bissau living in the Gambia? How many citizens from the Gambia living in Guinea-Bissau? Why will the immigration travel all away from Gambia, even though the Gambians are facing so many difficulties to get an ID card in our own country? But they can let those people down and travel to abroad to to issue ID cards there. Because he had to Africano fiumu betene abuka banko la loi bunya na be sembodo na boda sembodo ni mo lafta afenkela justice kela do isida na afoko ibe which continent and the bribe taunte ani na yalo ne be menke kama bete just to satisfy one individual ego kela banko tinya albenyum ko di kasaro men bela yawmin bi yawmin lune kalujo ate bayla al continue al bafula mo le barobe do ko la barobe do ko ya jambe be nyim banko kanne jang al bafula e babil mansa nasiru dini ay birijoli lo birijibil mansa pengo de bi al ko ya jambe manke fenti al man gambe o politicien no lete adam baro ibe tinyale ye tinya foye pare bala ni ye dompi ni la kumo fam fo be kar fono la e man gambe adingulo. Gambians are good to destroy the leaders, but they are not good to make the leaders. Because momo ikunindin jele lalle siata ni ajube men katare man sabala Gambia kono politiko kono ijama beje man lafika do woki. They want to depend on politics. They want to depend their survival on politics. They want to depend their children's school fees on politics. They want to depend their children's university on politics, but they don't want to work. Adamadi umeye tarbanko kay ko ite balula fani ya fodu rebole kela. Walakin ebe mansa noma adam baro mu woliyolt adam baro hinan tunet adam baro bafule mamudu hino kairo haro baro mamudu hino adam baro ila hino. Gambia don't need that. The constitution of the Gambia wala nyanta hina. Constitution of the Gambia wala nyanta kila jarinte, but not you as individual. Nibe hina la hina e fauna korda kono. But the Gambia is run by the constitution, not your own ideology. Wala tinabi sunyar lali. Eka mulla na fulo sunya e benadro nimme sunya ro ke wayake ko ha opposition lo e man lafin na bigos in lafta baro men na bigos mu lo muit man kama kunda boy briyete na dine man kama state house yalo ni mafia le munek ye ebele folo tabi ye fawo ebela biri parete ka fa ko way sen nyambe chura sen churu nyambe doli ko dede di chura nyambe de bi moy ebe biri fanam bota wala maje bajulun ko la kon me eni yo jibulu banjula konde imeni yo jibulu ye kon sote dundi anambara defante malam fa ye gambe no tora bakel biri sita banjul biri state house bota fe bota sounda banjul ye kon sote dundi banjul ko ye banjul konde first time ye nyati chicken wings la chicken sausage stata gambia kon si shol fon ni adam baro to moy e kasila say korda jama fon be ni adam to be je si shol buka guro je do fende ki jafaro si shol fon buka kala fi kilo la kadi yalo ni kilo la meome ila chicken wings ni adam bara be fotal state house si shol fon silata say ka kilo la say bota chicken wings ni to e sounda konto say ko manke o fe la keta kon be gambia kon be borta senegal dani be wala banko kan consote be continue la kadu nyewle fone ni amoy do ana may ki jole ke fora andu gambe ite to ka foje nyame hani mon be nyomi teka ni mol be nyomi teka adama nyewle kanyim me moy kon be borta because ibe toro men la kan kon kan banjulu kon association e kana albat market ko mala kena ko mola mo yeta ila kibaro sen ani nyomin kol men katte nyomi la o bara ma fanna ni mol dunda fen ko kono kulundin kulumba adam baro ni ko ne nyimoy be ka jidumal say ko be borte data senegal fente ko fo adam baro ila ko ko ne nol ko be strike la ka gambia bula wote ma si bot say be na chino fele say super kanya fele say o buka tabi gambia fente ko ne ko be strike muta accept no bar ko la strike adam baro do tano la ndotano ko mos bi négocier biso ye nyaatilin chicken wings la si sewol bu kala fka kilila sa ye nya bondi wolika ye nyaatilin kon le la kon fele be borta tan senegal sa ye de kilin concept chicken wings sausage kanja sausage sa mo la problème e be gambe dundi kam fon be sausage kon fende fo corruption e de kilin alala luwol ndoko mu firawna $150,000 no one day lata bilal be eta solo esa ngal be kondo no sai ga badu ngawul nga fitiro sale normal fitiro fa vela ndaw because ndela jam fitiro mo after so minister 3 sa fo le français tate 6 anyway greeting to you all ngal be kondo ale nga diamu adam baro mos go amanke ko mbake kam fonle but ale nga try nga adama baro fon fanan safe ale nga safe no da at man lafi ko men kita yaaja men jawara la way katela ale nga safe abe tembo men to ten ni man dal nyen ku sifal nyen be tatti bay tatti lay da fa nyen dulata fe lay bu kata bano somda na fa ngeta wonde kama for report la yaaja be lor den abulo france abu ka fe fa ko no kenya wagar bawo stop insulting neni roman na faso ate na fala fenfenne la wallahi change your behaviors be a good man alon ko diun le bebulu even inima ke fon bada ke diuni they will not feel comfortable if they are seeing some of your this insult. It's not good. You are not doing justice for your children. Ninte na fala fenne ya je benen rola mel la ko la ten wala jama bije ha ina internet be la namo yi wala talay ka ko men oversee treatment no li sa day be diwni ci kala lay samba jama ñol to France ñol te ne jaara jan nte be janne bani de sa day be banjula wala tano do albat market ko yete fay je docteur on buka na fo wurala no wurala e kan nale fana ni la tablette ni e min tole ke min 1 month mbe sini le wala tano kuna patient kuna last year before last 1 year mbe sini na patient kuna je fa banta lumen and that bring bad memory in my head. So there is nothing you can tell me about that hospital. I sleep there every day 1 month completely for lumen and a patient of banta ni doctor ul tenala tilo mu sonta bu kana fa mu do fon e kanela no so le kata je wol fan ni juwe e batana jio dundi bala ya ye fenko ta jio san so mandani na te ni la laptop doctor nol e yela gambia doctor o beni la laptop ni na tak e min tole be din tik ye bulo juwe ko e ay nyanda jio san na ya dem da nga waran du denan do the first sulan aband. That is the system we are fighting. We want to sanitize our health system. Health is the most important sector in any nation. You cannot develop the nation without a better health care and agriculture. Adam Barrow Benin Fenko Mena in this political project. I silo told that the next 3 years, Ibajala was silo be Ibajala Kosila Nenamanke. You know, that's what we are fighting. Then Adam Barrow be what you are early. Ite put out general Nyomi. Adam Barrow and I, we from all URR. Nada Fasa Kulama will defend Adam Barrow. Because at least URR and Kaya Nymbejel. But no, the Gambian don't deserve this situation. So let's come together and, you know, not that we hate Adam Barrow, but let us rescue him. Let us save him from the humiliation. From the humiliation, because we can tell the expose as citizen. I can tell the expose because until the mansal katasi wulala ilabang. Wakamuna nita until banku diun na giko Kenya akawole expose dunia kon. Alinkana so wala. That's what we are fighting for. Atel men be fengene jal bafra Adam Barrow forever la buda bafra atel you have problem. So bafulal be ko good night for next time. I salute you all. Allah Baraka viewers. Thank you all.